He was putting in a bid to buy OpenAI because I guess OpenAI does ChatGPT, and Elon was one of the people that started the company, if I'm not mistaken, with the guy who's in charge of it now. But Elon ended up leaving the company a long time ago, and obviously the company has grown and is now kind of, when you hear about AI and AI functionality, ChatGPT is for the most part what everybody uses. Now, I still, for the most part, think that artificial intelligence is used by people who are asking it questions to see if it gets the answers and then goes, huh. And also images when you can put in the proper prompts. But Elon said that he was, putting in whatever his bid was, $100 billion or something, so that he could buy OpenAI. But then the guy who's in charge of OpenAI is like, this isn't happening. This isn't a thing. The company's not for sale. I guess they're trying to figure out how to fully make it into like a real profitable company.
Yeah, because I think up to now it's nonprofit.
Right, where it's more up until now been about the development of the technology and just showing what's possible and also how it can be utilized. But they're starting to realize really quickly with their user base and everybody's interest in artificial intelligence, although most people are very scared of artificial intelligence and they protest when they see it. There were some people very upset about Martha Stewart having artificial intelligence dancing. I don't know if that's because a CGI artist was not able to work on the commercial or they weren't able to use an actual dancer or something like that. But, Martha Stewart had that commercial on the Super Bowl where she put on Skechers and started dancing. And every time AI gets used in anything, people get upset about it. Coca-Cola did that commercial that was all done via AI, and people were like, I'm not drinking this devil juice anymore.
Well, did you see all the spelling mistakes and all? It was just like,
that's the best part about artificial intelligence is that they make the words. It's almost that art form that some people are really good at, where they're able to say sentences that sound like sentences, except they're not actually saying any words. AI will make words that look like the word, except once you look at it, you realize it's either not real letters or it's letters that look similar to the letters that are supposed to be there. It's very weird. See, that says Coca-Lula.
Yeah, I love Coca-Lula.
But it still looks like Coca-Cola. It's close enough that if you're just kind of, briefly looking at it, if you're not microanalyzing it, you'd never notice. But once you really zero in on it, you realize it says Coca-Lula.
Hey, close enough that we don't have to pay artists, right?
Close enough that we don't have to pay artists, and what's convenient is it's also conditioning people to not really pay attention to anything.
Yeah.
That as long as, it's the headline culture. As long as you get the idea, as long as you get the gist of what it's supposed to be, what difference does it make?
Coke.
Troy, what kind of truck is that?
It's a Coca-Cola truck.
All right, so then who cares how it's spelled, right?
It's funny, though, because, I use AI for some artwork.
Mm-hmm. And these poor artists, Troy. You'd be paying people $25-$30 otherwise.
Well, for album art, to come up with the song. We were paying people $500 for an album art.
Fuck that.
And it's I just put it in AI, but it's tricky because it's you even put it in quotes. You're I need it to say this word, and you put it in quotes, and it still will spell it wrong.
Right, because it's not actually paying attention to the actual letters. It's more almost paying attention to the shapes. Yes. And making sure, because that is the same, Coca-Lula is the same shape as Coca-Cola, to the point where, I don't know why there's the double loop, but still, I also kind of feel like they could have at least gotten an artist to go in and correct the AI.
But see, that's what's weird, is because, at least with Midjourney, that's the program I'm using, you can't go in and be just fix this. You have to revamp it, and then it'll change everything.
Because they'll go it's going to take 5 seconds and we'll just redo the whole thing, okay? And you're like, no,
I just need this.
I don't want it to say Lula. And we're going to redo the whole thing.
It almost defeats the purpose having someone go in, because then they have to go through all the code that they would have just written in the first place.
Yeah, they can't just tinker with it a little bit. They actually have to go in deep into the details.
Right, yeah.
And now you're this would have been quicker It's like when somebody's like, why don't you let me do the first draft and you correct it? This will be quicker if you just let me write it.
Right, exactly.
If you just let me write it and do it.
How concerned, Hot Dog, are you? Because you specifically should have a lot to worry about.
Yeah, because every pop-up says, hey, you can, all the editing will be done through AI. Like I've used it. There are programs, and it's not even a program. The word program is just thrown around. It's a web browser. It's a browser-based website where they're just like, type the YouTube URL here, copy and paste it, and we'll give you 50 clips of it. And I just do it. It takes 20 minutes. Here's 50 clips of it. Almost all of them are garbage and have bad start and stop points. But also, again, the same way this conditions people that it doesn't matter if it's spelled right or not. Like, you sometimes look at the clips people post and you realize they just used AI and it kind of gets the same results.
Everything's disposable. Too,
right. The clip sucks, but it's only meant to last for 2 days anyway. So just throw the shitty clip up.
Get your ad money.
Yeah, you spent 75 cents on it total.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like a wave first. It's like the YouTubers are using the AI, but not really the large companies. And then you see something like this, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's where they're all going.
Yeah, I know.
Much
I love
cheaper.
that. I love that. He's like, I'm not too worried about it. It's just mainly like YouTubers and young people using AI.
I'm saying
the legacy companies, the forever companies, they don't use that stuff.
It's coming for us eventually. But I won't be the first, the first stretch of people that.
That's
I mean,
a good way to look at
it already is.
But,
yeah.
But Hot Dog doesn't have kids. So as long as you can make it to 50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like, well.
Look how far we've come in a year. You think he's going to make it another 17 years?
It's not, I mean, it said 50.
And he's not smart with his money.
Years.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. What are you talking about?
Bro, he's on vacation, bro.
I'm smart with my money, yeah.
Yeah, bro. How do you think he affords the vacations?
I'm not trying to shit on Hot Dog. I mean, like, it's
By the way,
got to be a real concern.
We got a pocket checker over here, huh?
No, I hate it. And my girlfriend actually does this stuff. Like, she loves AI.
Whoa.
So,
Yeah, right.
like,
Your girlfriend is AI.
Girlfriend in air quotes.
so like, I always
Exactly.
get into little arguments with her. I'm like, how do you not see?
His girlfriend has an eyeball on her cheek. It's not quite right.
Yeah, like, yes.
Yo, she works in media too, so I'm like, how do you not see this is going to
You're
replace her?
training your replacement.
Right? Yeah.
Of course
So-
you are. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is. You have to figure out how to exist on some kind of plane where you're working in conjunction with it. The idea of fighting it is an uphill battle, especially since it's like we're clearly not there yet, and Coca-Cola is like close enough.
No, but we're getting there.
We
Getting there
are.
real fast.
We are.
It'll be bad for me once my bosses start saying close enough. Because for
Yeah.
now, they want.
And listen,
Close enough. We'll downsize to the point where there's just a few QC people that
Yeah.
are just like making sure everything's okay.
I gotta make sure
And
I'm one of those QC people.
well,
that's the
you
move.
survive, yeah.
That's the move. But even if it's not, even if it's close enough, like we will very quickly, especially for companies that are going, I'm not 100% sure how to keep the money rolling in. Close enough becomes like, yeah, like that sort of threshold of what really is close enough starts to shrink and shrink and shrink to the point where it's like nobody's complaining. The bottom line is exactly the same. Pride in work is very quickly going out the window because
Everything's so expendable.
nobody cares. Everything's expendable.
I mean, you're in trouble too
What's that with music?
with AI. Yeah.
Of course, absolutely. I mean,
I think we're way farther away
musically,
Music.
yes.
when it comes to music.
Yes, because you can go, I want a beat that sounds just like these Timbaland songs,
Yeah.
and it's almost there. But lyrically, it's just not there yet.
Yeah.
We could just make some AI for middle managers, and then they'll have to worry about them getting
You
fired.
want to be middle management.
Well, we'll have like a little.
What's we? Nobody in here is making AI, dude. What do you mean we?
But if some
well,
AI,
I didn't realize that we were the ones in charge of this.
But
the committee.
but if middle management is scared of AI, is afraid of like being replaced by AI, then all of a sudden now we have some kind of.
Bro, middle management is not afraid of AI. Middle management, those are the cockroaches. Those are the survivors. Those are the ones that get in there and go, I'm going to be on, okay, then I'm going to move over to QC. Then I'm going to move over to this one. Whatever thing that you need managed on a very middle level, I'll just slide right in there.
All right, well then I'll do that.
That's the move. That's the move. That's the move you got to do. because people that are relying on their skill set, it's getting scary. Yeah. Although there are a lot of people that protest it, even when that movie Late Night with the Devil came out, and I think there was there's a slight amount of AI used in the graphics for the talk show. Mm-hmm. So Late Night with the Devil is this found footage movie, and it was already a super low budget movie. It was one of those movies that it was great, by the way. I loved it.
I wanted to like it so much more than I did.
Why? Because you were too scared.
I kept having to close my eyes.
Yeah, and you missed it.
And turn the lights back on.
I mean, it's a slow burn for sure.
It's a slow burn, but that wasn't even like my issue. I don't know. I love the main what's his face?
David something whatever.
Like, I love that he finally got to be like the lead in a movie. Like, he deserves
Yeah,
that.
he's the man.
Yeah. Anyway.
But so his show, David Dasmelchian.
Yeah.
So so he's this late night TV show host, and the graphics for the TV show in the film, like the logo for the show, the things that would come up that say "We'll be right back," those were made with AI, and people got very pissed. And it's people who feel like they would have gotten paid to make it otherwise. But this goes back to my thing with Troy, where it's like, I don't know, some of this stuff you're talking about, and maybe the artist wants the $25 or $30, but you're not talking about. It's one thing when people go, I would have made a lot of money doing this. It's another thing when it's like, well, they didn't have any money to spend anyway.
I think also one of the issues, as far as art goes specifically, is that these AI programs are being fed all of these artists' works,
right?
So that you can say, hey, make me something that looks like so-and-so and so-and-so. And so these artists are no longer getting paid to do stuff when you can just say, "Hey, make me a piece of art that looks just like this artist." You know, like
right.
that's shitty.
Prompt.
But then the AI will go like this: parody law. It's a parody. It's not. I'm not copying it. It's a parody. You know, like Weird Al.
It's in the style of.
It's in the style of. That's all that is.
Which I totally agree is like really shitty. Like, that sucks for artists.
Well, Pitbull's been using AI to make songs for like 15 years.
Pitbull is not AI?
I thought he was.
No, I'm pretty sure he himself is
AI.
Yeah.
He's an AI creation. Brad in Portland.
So, Sam, how many times have you told Hot Dog to do a specific thing, and then he comes out with something else?
I mean, countless. I have no idea. The prompts.
It's only a 3-hour show. We don't have that much time to count all that.
That's right.
So I'm thinking maybe Hot Dog's AI. You know, you say, hey, I want A, and he comes up with fucking C, D, and X.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of looking at it. Like, I like to take personal responsibility for this stuff. I need to zero in on my hot dog prompts because clearly I'm giving out the wrong prompts. But I feel once I get those prompts right, everything's going to be perfect.
I can't tell the letters apart or anything.
Have you tried just turning them off and restarting them if he fucks it up?
Maybe. But you know what? Thank you, Brad. I've given the AI too much power and too much information, and if I attempt to shut it down, it will probably overtake me at this point.
And if you throw in pizza at the prompt, it'll just go,
yeah.
Look at you.
Why did it put a K in the word pizza? I don't understand.
Why does it keep saying Coca-Cola? I just want Coke.
That is. If anybody wants to know what it's like for me to deal with Hot Dog, it's exactly like trying to get the right answer out of ChatGPT, where it's like, why? How could it be this close, but still off? Why do you insist on having this level of independence where it's not? I didn't ask that. I wanted this thing. And you spent so long doing it, well, whatever. But yeah, so Elon was coming forward and going, hey, you know, I'm worried about OpenAI because they're no longer, the interests of the company are no longer what we founded it to be. But then the guy who's in charge of OpenAI goes, I don't know what he's talking about. The company's not for sale. I guess the board has been meeting about what the next steps for the company are, but he insists that there is no move to sell it. This is just sort of one of these trolls or attempts to create chaos or whatever it is. But I guess Elon is not actually buying OpenAI.
Well, no, if they say no.
Yeah, it says not for sale.
Also, don't say it's for the good of people,
It is.
Elon. I want to return
what are you
it to
talking
the,
about?
to the way it should be.
It's for the good of mankind.
Right.
Like everything. The tunnels. Well, I wish he would focus more on those tunnels. You know, we don't talk about the tunnels anymore. Every now and then he launches a rocket still. Twitter, obviously, he's figured it out. We're good to go with that.
He changed his name on Twitter. Do you see that?
Elon did to what?
Hang on, I'll check.
What's Elon's Twitter name now?
Well, this is funny.
Okay.
Elon showing
Oh,
his
is it
humor.
goof?
Oh, okay. If it's funny,
If it's just a goof,
okay.
That's funny. See? That's a funny thing to change your name to. And it's verified, so it's got to be true. He changed his name to Harry Bowles.
It's a grown man.
B-O-L-Z. Yeah, but I think the thing about Elon is he spent so much time early in life being an entrepreneur and being a tech guy.
And a dork.
And a dork, to be
Latching
fair.
onto other people's ideas.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just finding out about a lot of these jokes now.
He's late to the party.
Yeah, and he's like, oh my God, these are fucking hilarious.
If he just heard about that, I'll excuse him.
Yeah, I think he's just like, I mean, you could just write B-O with an accent L-Z and people would think it's a real name, but it's really Harry Balls. And he's like, oh my God. He goes, last week I heard the funniest thing. I heard somebody mention their friend D. And I asked who D was, and they responded, D's nuts. I couldn't believe
You guys ever hear this?
how funny it was. This is cutting edge stuff. Okay, so Harry Balls. Well, I mean, people are really worried, though. People are worried because while he's perfected Twitter and perfected SpaceX, and I think given up on the tunnel thing. I guess we're not doing the tunnel anymore. I don't hear much from the Boring Company anymore. He is all in on this Doge thing, and people are worried about Doge because of all the power that they're trying to get and because of how close they are to the White House and everything and going in. Let's see. Okay, Boring Company. Oh, this is new. Launches hiring spree in Las Vegas with open house event. Okay, so they're hiring a lot of people for the tunnel.
Yeah, to work the underground transit loop.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
gonna
worry.
be the
Just
best.
because you don't hear anything about it,
He's
it's
working
not-
in silence. That's good. That's good. Work in silence, and then boom, I've invented the tunnel.
I don't know. I mean, tunnel is already invented.
Sorry, reinvented the tunnel.
This one just takes specific cars and lets you go a little
I
bit
thought they were going to
faster.
be able to put the cars on a platform. It
Any
has
car?
to.
I thought it had to be a Tesla.
Well, people don't buy Teslas anymore. I read a thing about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, then I better grab a Tesla because I want in on this tunnel. Although it's going to be tough to drive from here to Vegas in a Tesla. That's a lot of stops to charge up.
That's gonna take forever.
Yeah, it's going to be a long trip. But so everybody's in a panic about Doge and trying to figure out who it is that Elon has brought on board to be a part of this company. And Elon is taking the brightest and the best from all sectors of tech to kind of to join him in this journey to cut down on bureaucracy and unnecessary government spending, and if I'm not mistaken, air traffic controllers, to cut down on air traffic controllers as well. But
Shout out to Vince Neil.
but CNN aired this news clip, and I think sometimes some of these news channels will air these stories thinking it will invoke a fear in people, going like, oh my God, this has to be stopped, and not realizing that this is so hilarious. If we could get this every day, maybe we should keep it going. Here is CNN kind of uncovering some of what's really going on in Doge.
So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that would be one.
Elon brought big balls in. He brought in, like, if anything, and this is where I think the disconnect comes in. That maybe back in the day, if you went on the news and go, this can't be serious, this guy hired a man named Big Balls to help him. Back in the day, that would be a deal breaker. If you heard somebody in Washington bringing in Big Balls, it'd be like, well, I don't think we can trust him anymore. But that's back in the day. That's not the world that we live in anymore. Like, I want to go over there and pull him aside and go, you do realize if we do the story about Big Balls, it will end in nothing but support for big balls. Everybody's going to want this guy to succeed because it will mean you saying big balls on the news on a regular basis. So yeah, so Elon found this big balls and said, "I need you in Doge," and they're covering it.
This is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online, so that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside Doge, and we looked into his background, and so we found, several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.sexy LLC.
Listen, man, this sounds like a dude with a great sense of humor who's a young entrepreneur. At 19, I wasn't, founding companies under the name Tesla.sexy.
You just had boring old Not Sam.
I had Not Sam, and I'm still trying to make it work. People still come up to me, "What's Not Sam?" I go, "I don't know."
Have you thought of doing Not Sam.sexy?
.sexy, because people will go, "I don't know what this is, but it sounds hilarious." Who's the CEO? It's Big Balls.
Which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains.
So, Kara, you hear this, and you have known Elon Musk for years. So now you look at these young men who are now in data and in the private information about maybe hundreds of millions of American citizens as young as 19, the big balls here.
Aaron Burnett is not in this business to be covering big balls.
Oh, big balls over here.
Big balls over here. You know what we're talking about, right? I mean, this isn't going to have the effect they think it's going to have.
He's talking about. Most of them are in their early 20s. There's an exception I'm going to get to in a minute. I'm curious, though, Kara, how well does even Musk know these young men, do you think?
What?
I have no idea. I think there's no vetting whatsoever, as you can see, that's taking place. It took Katie and the really great team. Wired has done an astonishing job here. I could make a joke that's probably why he was hired for all this ridiculous nonsense and other nefarious things. But, there's an expression in technology that's not it's a feature, not a bug.
I totally agree.
You totally agree with what?
Why he was hired.
Because his name's Big Balls?
Yep. Elon's like, that's funny.
That's funny.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that he was like in 2021, he had a company where he was buying up web domains. You're like, wasn't that like a very 2001 thing to do? Like,
yeah,
are we still buying
up?
To do that? Are we still buying up web domains now? Like, is that still? Is there still a little room in the .com bubble? I don't know. Big Balls would know better than me.
Let's see what's owned by Tesla.sexy.
Yeah, Tesla.sexy LLC.
Right, of course. It's text.
That's limited liabilities. Bob in Illinois. What's up, Bob?
Hey, I just want to correct something you said, Sam. First of all, I love your show. But you said nobody's buying Teslas anymore. The Tesla Model Y was the most sold vehicle in the world for the last 2 years, even 2024.
They said that I read something that said it was Tesla was crashing for the electric car. For people that electric cars are going up, but the number of people buying Teslas is going way down.
Their stock keeps going up. Take a look. So,
hey man, do you have a Tesla?
Crazy. No, I don't. But my son bought 2 of them last year. He lives in the great left coast state of Oregon. So I think that's kind of required out there.
They're all mixed up, huh? They're all like, hey, we hate Elon. We need electric cars. This guy really threw us for a loop.
But hey, Elon rocks, but your show rocks too. So thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bob.
I never would have guessed that.
The Tesla Model Y became the most popular car model worldwide in 2023, selling 1.23 million units. I mean, you still see Teslas everywhere.
Yeah, I just didn't know that they made enough to be the best-selling car.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. So I wonder if that's one of those misleading statistics that, like, Tesla went through a big boom, and while there's less people, like they're saying that the electric cars are going up, but the amount of Teslas are going down in comparison to the other electric cars being sold, but that's because every other company is making so many more electric cars now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's so many more options.
Like, it's a misleading statistic because, yes, people are still buying Tesla Model Ys like crazy. However, there are so many more electric RAV4s or whatever, F-150s that are all electric being sold, that maybe their growth is more than the Teslas because Tesla had such a leap on all these electric cars.
Yeah,
Was this what you found? It says in 2023 they had a 38% sales increase from 2022, but 2024 they had a 1.1% decrease.
I mean, that still doesn't sound that bad.
No, yeah, but compared to like the year before, it's
Right.
much worse.
Right, and I think that probably is attributed to the just amount of other electric cars. They love Rivians in the suburbs now.
Rivians rule.
Rivians are all over the
Those
place.
look so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I want
that.
I want to get one to fit in with the neighbors. Yeah.
Your neighbors have a Rivian?
I got many Rivians in the neighborhood.
Are you guys best friends?
Not yet.
Oh man.
Just think about stealing
cars
their
look
car.
so nice.
They're really cool. They're really cool. Yeah. And I do see, but I see way more Cybertrucks in the wild than I thought I would see.
Oh, Staten Island's filled with them.
Right. Like, there's such a weird looking car that you almost, it still looks like a concept car to me.
It still looks stupid.
Well,
I see one drive by, I'm like, that's a stupid looking car.
Looks fucking badass, dude.
You think it looks badass?
Looks like the Batmobile from the Christopher Nolan movies.
All right.
I want a Batmobile. But I thought they all came with the four-wheeler in the trunk. Mm-hmm. Remember in the back they said there's a four-wheeler?
No.
Yeah. There's a Tesla four-wheeler.
It does it?
No, you gotta buy that separately. That's not part of the package. So, unfortunately. Yeah, but I thought that the Cybertrucks would end up being one of those concept cars that you just saw here and there. Maybe a celebrity would have one, a rich person have one, but I see them driving around pretty regularly, like parked on the side of the road and everything. It's pretty remarkable. But yeah, based on this data, I think that what's happening is Teslas are still selling well, but there's just so many more electric cars being sold.
Yeah.
That they don't have the leap on them that they used to. But that's regular. I mean, for up until 2 years ago, for all intents and purposes, Tesla was the only electric car that you ever saw.
And the best.
Yeah. 866-969-1969 is our phone number. Kevin in Texas?
Yes, sir.
What's up, bud?
Yeah, that kid who named the website Sexy, he named them after all the models that Tesla has. The Model S, the Model X, or 3, which was supposed to be an E, but Ford sued them. And then the Model X and the Model Y. It's spelled Sexy. That was...
so they made Big Balls. They made Big Balls out to look like he was some kind of prankster, but in reality, he just loves all these Teslas.
Yeah, that was Musk's original plan until Ford sued him over the Model 3.
Arrested Development.
He really did. Elon wanted to make so the silly person here is not Big Balls, but Elon Musk himself, who is like, imagine if all the cars spelled out sexy.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yep.
Everyone's like, yeah, hilarious.
That's amazing. It is funny.
Well, you see it.
It is funny. Yeah.
Well, you guys have a good one.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Yeah, it says, and look, you can get a sexy hoodie in the Tesla shop.
Oh, you're right.
Because it's a funny thing, God.
Well, at least it's not a swastika shirt.
That's a good point.
I mean, yeah, our threshold for what people can sell on the internet has got. That's where it's gone. That's where we're at. Yeah. So the Tesla Sexy LLC may not have been as ridiculous as the name Big Balls. I think it's just when coupled with the Big Balls name is when people go, there is
like,
an
hey, who
absurdity
registered
to it.
Tesla.sexy?
Big Balls.
That was just Big Balls over there.
Big Balls. Is that an LLC? As a matter of fact, it is. Yes, it is.
All right.
I had no idea that Elon had so many Easter eggs built into Tesla.
It's probably lore.
There is Tesla lore. And the Tesla lore is complicated because up until he bought Twitter, man, everybody loved Elon. Everybody pretends that they didn't love Elon, but everybody loved Elon up until he really started to talk a lot. And then all of a sudden, and that is the thing. Like when you couple a human CEO with a company, you know, the way Jeff Bezos was so associated, and still is, even though he's off, not the CEO anymore. But how closely Jeff Bezos was associated with Amazon, how closely Zuckerberg is associated with Facebook. When those guys start talking, all of a sudden it creates an identity around the company that wasn't there anymore because they are so closely associated with the company.
Yeah, but none of them craved fame as much as Elon did.
I mean, Zuck's getting there.
He's getting there, but he's not like...
Zuck's trying to bro out hard now.
But he doesn't want to host SNL.
He would.
You think he would?
Of course.
I don't think so.
I mean, he did the SNL appearance when Jesse Eisenberg hosted. I think now this version, I'm talking 3/4 length sleeve T-shirt,
gold chain, hair did. AI
Zuckerberg that's been through
AI.
Be a Human lessons. I think he would host SNL.
But that's when everybody started hating Elon.
Well, yeah, everybody started hating Elon because they thought their Dogecoin was going to go through the roof when he hosted SNL, and then nothing happened. It never got to 10 cents.
Sucks for hot dog.
Remember that, dude? You thought it was going to get to 10. You thought you were going to hit that dime.
My fucking tech bro friends threw a party for SNL that night. It was so cringy.
And what happened?
I lost money.
It's like me in the Super Bowl. John on Long Island.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, man.
Hey. Back to the electric car thing really quick.
Yeah.
A lot of these normal car dealers, whether it be Ford, Dodge, even Honda, they're having a hard time moving these electric cars. Ford has got a backlog so far. It's months and months into the future of them not producing any more F-150s or that Mustang Mach-E thing. It's true all around, other than a few brands, which like Hyundai and that kind of thing, they're doing okay with it. The Tesla's the only sort of electric car that's people want. You know, it's more of a status symbol. It's like a Ferrari you can afford.
And you also trust it, right? Like the idea that they've been around so long that it's
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're better than the other stuff.
Yeah.
And even when you talk about Rivian, look how bad the quality of those Rivians are, and how like they're the most unreliable.
Are they?
Car out there is a Rivian.
But they got those thin headlights. That's why I look. They got
they look so cool.
They got the thin headlights. It's sleek.
No, it's gay. They look terrible.
No. Oh no.
Bring Jimmy back. Can Jimmy Norton come back? Where is he?
He's at home. He's sleeping. Yeah, he's asleep right now. It's early in the morning.
All right.
Thank you, John.
Care, guys.
Rivian ranked dead last in Consumer Reports predicted reliability rankings. Oh,
that's not good.
Never mind. I think I'm just gonna keep buying Jeeps.
Unless predicted reliability is a bad thing.
Predicted,
and you want it to be.
I'm gonna look for context clues here. Predicted reliability. I would imagine that means when you're assuming things are reliable, which is a net positive. Let's see.
This is also like misleading because
you're Rivian cuck. Let me.
Yeah, go ahead. Read.
Yeah. Okay. You start with Jake Fisher. Okay. Jake Fisher, senior director, because you could tell he's just trying.
No. Start at the first paragraph.
All right.
This one. Wow.
Right. It's just a lot of words.
It's fine. You got it.
What is this? The SATs? While respondents of Consumer Reports 2024 annual auto surveys gave Rivian the highest owner satisfaction score. That can be misleading in and of itself, though, because they give it the highest owner satisfaction score. Because you know what happens when you drive a Rivian?
You feel satisfied?
Everybody goes like this. You're so cool.
Yes,
you
feel satisfied.
Yeah, right. So it has nothing to do with the performance of the car.
Like I'm getting exactly what I want.
Yeah, I put this Rivian in my driveway and stand next to it. It's very satisfying.
Like on the man.
Yeah. Satisfaction score among automakers in the study with 86% R1T. I think that's what I injected as a kid. And R1S owners stating that they would buy another Rivian. Well, yeah, for the clout. The magazine still ranked the electric truck maker dead last when it came to predicted reliability. So what it's saying is performance low, clout high.
So it evens out.
Jake Fisher Senior Director of Auto Testing at Consumer Reports, shared his thoughts about why reliability matters to car buyers. What are you talking about? Why did you have to get a quote on this? You could have just said, our assumption is people like their cars to be reliable because they like to know it will go.
That's my favorite thing about my car.
That it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
To calculate predicted... I'm going to skip that paragraph because I don't need that quote. To calculate predicted reliability, Consumer Reports user data from its annual reliability surveys, which asked members about problems that they've encountered with their vehicles. This year, the data was gathered from more than 300,000 vehicles. Okay. Oh, wait. It said what it was. Scroll up.
Oh, sorry.
A total of 20 trouble areas. Trouble areas is a weird way to phrase it. From squeaky brakes to broken interior trim to charging problems and transmission issues. Those two seem like a bigger issue.
It's the least reliable cars. Okay.
Wait, Tesla is the least reliable car?
No, they're number 17.
Oh, okay.
This is the bottom of the rankings.
So, okay. But they're saying Tesla is more reliable by a lot than Rivian.
Yes.
Oh. Jeep is pretty close to Tesla.
You have a Jeep.
I have a Jeep.
I mean, you might as well have a Rivian.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's twice. It's 2.5 times as reliable as a Rivian.
Barely.
Plus, it's
Isn't that crazy. They've been in business forever.
What, Jeep?
Jeep.
Yeah.
I mean, cars break down. What do you want me to tell you?
Cadillac.
Cadillac is and look at how long Escalade.
Classy car.
Yeah, Cadillacs are classy cars, but they're so big. They're so big. There's bound to be a problem. Yeah, Rivian is way low, and it's 14. But
the score of just 14 out of 100. Oh, I thought it was like out of 20.
No, 14 out of 100 is tough. But what's the clout score?
I don't know if they did a clout score.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure just cruising around Westchester, it's
105?
Very high.
In contrast, Consumer Reports ranked Subaru, Lexus, and Toyota with scores of 68, 65, and 62. So
This feels like,
that's good.
Not really. It's barely passing. I think that we should
I used to come home from high school and say, that's
What do you mean
good.
you used to gum home?
I used to come home from high school and say, no. 68 is good.
I think, what do they call it when you can fail, but if everybody fails, you do good?
Learning curve.
The curve, yeah.
Love the curve.
I think they need to curve these reliability scores. Because if a good reliability score is 68 out of 100, clearly the expectations are unreasonable.
They have high standards.
Well, if nobody can meet them, they're too high. It doesn't make any sense. Also, the idea that Rivian going I don't know, some of the trim is coming off inside. It's is that on the reliability test?
Yeah, if I'm spending $50,000 for a truck, I would prefer the trim not to come off.
That's a preference. That's
Right?
a personal preference.
Yeah.
You want it to hold together. That's a lot of fucking money for a vehicle.
Yeah.
$50K?
I see people just ripping stuff off the Cybertruck like it's no big deal. I'm like, that's not good.
It's bulletproof. Kevin in New Hampshire. What's up, Kevin? He got scared. I'm an intimidating guy. Chris in South Carolina. What's up, Chris?
Hey guys, I drive a Rivian. It's my first electric vehicle. I probably will never go back to a regular car.
Hell yeah.
And by the way, Rivian trucks are like $100,000 now.
Damn it!
I thought when Travis said $50K, I thought that sounded sweet and naive. I didn't think he was going to be
you
able
can
to
tell
go.
I haven't priced them out.
Yeah, I was like, Travis is pretty far from getting a Rivian right now. He's not even looking.
But no, that John fucker doesn't know what he's talking about because the build quality on Rivians is the build quality on Teslas is the one where it's falling apart. Rivians, there's no issues.
I love that. Thank you, Chris. I very much feel like we're at a war now, where it's here's the thing: I have a Rivian and Teslas suck. Here's the other thing: I have a Tesla and Rivian suck.
Oh yeah, this is the new Android iPhone.
Oh yeah. What's the better OS?
No, you're right. The standard starts at 75.9.
75.9.
And
you're right. You're right. If for 75.9, you don't want the trim to come off the glove compartment.
And you're also not buying a standard. Who's buying base?
No, you can't buy the lowest one. That's you might as
Trying
well
to flex on a budget.
Trying to flex on a budget. Just put a sign up in your lawn that says you're broke. You know what Don't flex on a budget.
What's your name?
Scott in Worcester.
Yeah, Sam, I was wondering, well, first of all, that last car was an asshole. I just wanted to say that just to be funny. I really don't care what he was talking about. I was wondering if you're going to help make Westchester great again.
Yes.
Trump tweeted about it. People, it being a sanctuary county, and he's trying to get rid of that. Are you hiding illegals in your basement, in that little basement, so-called basement studio of yours?
Sam, you don't have to answer that.
No, I don't have to answer that, and nobody.
Have you ever seen Hot Dog's birth certificate?
Are you a hot dog birther?
All right, punch to that point.
Thank you, Scott. Westchester is God's country. It's a beautiful county. Chuck in Boston.
How you doing? Listen, there's something people aren't telling all the facts about electric vehicles. They're heavier, so they go through tires faster.
What?
You got to change the batteries after a while at $20,000 a pop. So if you take a regular, like your Jeep, compared to a Tesla or any other electric car, how much are you paying in gas? You're still not spending as much money on as you are on an electric vehicle because you have to replace tires a lot faster. Somebody said they went through a set of tires like every year.
What?
I mean, a guy said that.
Way to the car.
Look, I believe you. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm just in the mood today. I believe everybody. I believe that you're telling the truth, but, I don't know the credibility of one guy said he had to replace tires every year. Okay, I believe you.
I heard.
It seems like the batteries would be heavy. Also, it seems like a gas engine would be heavy. So, you're talking about putting 17 gallons of fuel into a cart. That seems heavy. 17 gallons. I pick up, 2 gallons of milk. I'm cooked. So 17 of them, it's got to be pretty heavy.
I just put $20 in at a time.
Is that how you keep prices so low?
Yep. That's how you save money on gas.
No, Chuck. No. You go, you put in $20. Next time you drive by, you put in another $20. It never goes up. You're not paying attention.
Michael on Long Island.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sam? I was just wondering, have you been checking Opie's Unleashed videos?
Yeah, of course. I check them all the time. I have nothing but time on my hands these days.
Oh my God! I got to tell you, I was watching WAPP, and I got to tell you, this guy is losing his mind.
Well, I don't know. Then check in on him, bud. You know what I mean? Like, let's hope everybody's doing well. I will tell you that it doesn't say anything on this website about these tires getting replaced once a year. Okay?
That's probably in the fine print.
You're going to have to replace these bad boys every single year. Yeah, I don't know. Every time people start talking about cars, they start bringing up all the problems with all the cars they don't have. So I just keep going and re-getting the same car over and over and over again. I'm going to wait and see what Big Balls says. Whatever Big Balls says, that's probably the model that I'm going to go with. But, I feel like instead of covering Big Balls as much as we're covering him, we should be covering this kid that was threatened with losing $10,000 at the hands of UMass. Did you see? Is UMass going to give him his $10,000? Did you see the half-court shot?
Yeah. They said that they are. Yeah.
They said that they are. Yeah. I'm looking for the deposit slip. I'm looking for the evidence that he got his $10,000 because it's kind of bullshit. It's a little bit of being a stickler. I understand.
Probably a wire transfer, so it's going to take a few days.
All right. Well, we're gonna be checking in. Okay. So UMass was doing this, fun halftime thing where if you I think you get to go on the court and you get to shoot from the free throw line, then you shoot from the 3-point line, and then you shoot from half court. And if you make the half court shot, you win $10,000. And so this dude, he goes up there, he makes all 3 shots. I saw the video. He made the shot from half court. He made his $10,000. And then here he is. Okay. Okay, so here he's trying to strategize.
Noah, are you ready?
What's he going to do? I mean, the arena's not exactly packed. Okay. Nice. Luka! Boom.
Free throw. Nice.
Free throw. Got it. Does he have to do it from the 3? Yeah.
3.
And that's 3. He's on fire.
He's got a big head.
Oh, don't shoot a brick. Don't shoot a brick. There he is. All that techno music playing. There's 17 people in the crowd. And it's good! And I know you're probably thinking, why is the crowd so quiet? Everybody in there is cheering.
Everyone's going nuts.
There's not a ton of people in there. But so upon further analysis, they said, sorry, your foot's on the line. And they said it was an insurance company, which has, to me, so here's the close-up, I guess.
I mean, his foot's over the line.
I mean, a little over. But you can't.
A little, his entire shoe is over the line.
But his heel isn't.
I mean,
you can't tell where the line is, though.
I see the line. It's right there.
But he's not. It's under the UMass logo.
I can very clearly see where the line would be.
But we don't know for sure. It's on the UMass logo. I'm just saying, one foot is on the other side of the line. You're one of these guys. Why don't you go work for an insurance company? You know who you are? You're Toby from The Office. We hate you.
This is how hall monitors grow up.
This really is it. You got your orange vest on and your hard hat for whatever.
Are you going to tell me that that's a half-court shot?
Mm-hmm.
No. If he had like an inch of his foot over the line, fine. Definitely give it to him.
He's got small feet.
His whole fucking foot is over the line.
Not the heel.
His whole foot, aside from his tiny little heel,
Big deal.
is over the line. That's not a half-court shot.
You're telling me the ball of his foot, he made it in, nothing but net. Nothing but net. No rim, no nothing.
Yeah, and he should get nothing.
You piece of shit.
Sam, if this was coming out of your wallet, the 10K, would you...
Okay,
yeah,
see,
would you argue this? Count.
First of all, I probably wouldn't offer the 10K if it was coming out of my wallet. I'm a little strapped right now. But this is where it gets interesting. Whose wallet was it coming out of? I had no idea this was happening. This is going back to the insurance companies. Because did you see that it's not like UMass has a budget and they're just giving him 10K.
Right.
There's this spot. Here it is. Odds On Promotions. I've never heard of Odds On Promotions. But Odds On Promotions is a Nevada-based insurance company, basically.
A prize indemnification insurance company.
All those words already. It's like, this is the devil's business. There's nothing about this that I like, right? So the idea is basically that you pay this company. This is the quote. This is how they get you. For a small fee, you can offer fabulous prizes worth millions of dollars.
Okay.
And if you have a winner, we pay the prize.
That's smart. That's a smart business.
Yeah.
For shitheads.
That's a smart business. You're going to tell me it's for shitheads?
Yes, I'm going to
just
tell
like any other insurance company.
I know. Insurance companies are for shitheads. Ask Luke. Ask
You don't have
Luigi.
insurance?
Ask Luigi. I got to have insurance.
No.
You got to have insurance. But what this guy over
insurance
here...
in theory is
Luigi,
a good idea.
Luigi would be so mad if he heard you.
Insurance in theory. If it's not a good idea, you wouldn't have it. And you do have it.
It's a good idea because because if I don't have it, this is why it's a good idea. Because if I don't have it, I go to the doctor. They go like this: "You need a Band-Aid." I go, "Okay, could you slap that on?" They're like, "Yeah, it's going to be $15,000."
You have AAA?
Yeah, I have AAA. Sometimes I'm driving down the road, a tire pops, I'm out of gas, I'm riding the Lightning. Emergencies happen.
I'm saying, as far as a business goes, in theory, this is a smart idea.
You're lucky, Luigi.
If you brought this to Kevin O'Leary, he would want to put it as part of his Something Wonderful platform.
Exactly, and he's the mean one. He's the bad guy. He's the villain on Shark Tank.
Yeah, but who's in the middle chair?
You're lucky Luigi's in jail.
I'm not saying it's cool when insurance companies don't pay out.
Yes, you are.
You're not hearing me. You are not hearing me.
Okay, well, here's what you said. You said, I love this insurance company doles out prizes.
That's a smart business
and
idea.
then you said, fuck that kid, he deserves no money.
Well, he doesn't deserve any money, and you see that his foot is...
I'm kind of with Travis on this one.
Yeah,
you guys stand on nothing. I'm over here trying to stand on business. That's all I ever try to do.
It's almost worse because they're giving away some other company's money, not their own money.
His foot's completely
it's worse
over the line.
Because the last thing you'd want to do is take insurance companies' money. This guy, you over here, Because your lady friends at your office were cheering Luigi Mangione. You were all over the Luigi train.
Okay.
But when it
I love
comes,
Luigi.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
We love- we
Because
stand. We stand.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
we
Because
said,
he
I got a
hates.
T-shirt with his face on it.
I know, because you're frauds and phonies. And if he heard this, he would break through the wall of that Diddy prison that he's in and come and hunt you guys down next.
I mean, again,
You're not standing on business.
again, if I was paying you to insure this
Wow.
prize, this game that I was playing, and all of a sudden I said, "Oh, never mind, their foot was over the line." But Sam, can you give him 10 grand
Yeah, just
anyway?
give two
You know what
anyway.
happened to both of you?
He came so close.
Oh, wait a minute.
I didn't know this was participation
Might as well move the
trophy.
line while you're at it if you're just going to allow that.
Yeah, let's just let him shoot.
I know what happened to both of them. They both got promotions not too long ago. You know what happened, Troy? The man got both of them. Danielle, don't let this happen to you.
All right.
The man got both of them. You see,
Don't cut corners, Danielle, when you're shooting
listen.
free throws and all that stuff. It's
You gonna award like first downs to somebody who's a foot away from the line?
First of all, he's not a pro. Okay, you don't need to worry.
Doesn't matter. He's getting paid to
Wow.
do something, and he
The
didn't
man-
do it.
I can't believe the man got both.
didn't do it.
The man got you.
I mean, the logo is kind of in the way.
Thank you.
The line
Thank
is
you.
right there.
He can't see. He
You
can't,
can't
see
see.
the line.
You can't see, and also like he's
focused on the hoop. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
He's trying to.
that's a skill issue then.
He's trying to take it to the house, and he did.
And he didn't.
And by the way, watching that clip, watch the video.
Boom shakalaka.
It would have been a boom shakalaka.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
You know, watching that video, he had it. You know, watching that video, he had that half court shot.
Not if he was 1 foot further.
Yeah.
I can't believe the man got both of you.
I will say,
wow.
I think that they're on a timer, right? So like if he missed his shot, he could have taken another one, I think. So if they called it and they said you made that shot on the spot, then
Yeah, they should have at least given him a redo.
right, yeah.
Because he made it. He didn't know his foot was over the line. You can't see the line because the line doesn't travel through the UMass logo. And now you guys are going like, the last thing you'd want to do is take the money from an insurance company. Oh, you guys, the man got both of you so
if
bad.
he's getting the money, it makes sense because they told him you made the shot, and then they didn't give him the opportunity to make another shot.
I can't wait till you
But
get. I can't
He
wait
was
till
not even close to the line.
I can't wait till
everyone
both
cheered.
of you.
Everyone thought he did. So when did they go back and be like, wait a sec, like who did that?
Yeah, there was 30 people in the audience. Every single one of them was on their feet.
It's not a democracy. We don't just.
But
give money.
if he was
whoever cheers or gets the most cheers gets the money. Thank God, hot dogs here.
First time anyone's ever said that.
You can mark that. You can use that in production.
All
He was way over the line.
Okay, that's weird because nobody caught it.
Yeah.
Nobody caught it because the line's invisible where he's at.
He's not over the. He's over the line.
It's
So like,
invisible.
what happened? What like 2 days later, were they like, oh, just kidding, or 2 minutes later? Like, how did they fact check that?
That's a great question.
I'm sure the insurance company saw that footage the next day.
Oh, those
minute.
scumbags! And by the way, they weren't clicking. They have the old school dial video controls. You know, they dialed the video back frame by frame, and they said, "Yes, the 10K stays in our pocket."
So the school submitted the claim, as you would, and then the school said, after the insurance company's review of the four
And then
camera.
here's what happened. Travis
Would you
and
shut up?
Nope. No, I won't. No, I won't. Travis in his hard hat and his vest.
Everybody
went.
gets $10,000.
He went like this. Oh, wait a minute. His foot was over the line.
Yeah, because that's your
Nothing
job.
for you.
Your job is to make sure you did it right.
I'm just doing my job.
So everybody should just get 10,000. How far over the line can you be?
Yeah, as long as here's what I think.
As long as the crowd cheers.
No, here's what I think. I think because the way the line looks, I think the line actually extends and then outlines the UMass logo. You see, so as long as you're in the logo, it's still look at the okay.
It goes
all right.
from red to
What
black.
is it? You see where the line goes? You see where the line goes? It goes around the U. If you look at this, we'll tweet out the picture if you want. It goes around the U. To me, the outline of the U is still the line.
So you're saying
Troy,
any?
you see what I'm saying, right? I do.
As long as
Still
he's
the line.
as long as
Because
he's inside the U.
Yes.
That's half.
Yes.
That's half.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, I mean, it can't. Yeah. 100%. 100%. That's just the shape of the line.
Well, we're gonna have to go back to like a bunch of footage from.
I mean, I
years.
didn't design the court. Okay, that's how they decided to design it, and you know,
It's not a line; it's a shape.
Well, look, they decide that's how they did their line. I don't know.
You are so soft. Just give everybody a prize.
Okay, Mr.
Hey, you came close.
Cool.
Can't they give him like half?
No, you get $0.
It's a part you want to
5K per
participate.
foot. 1 foot's behind.
1 foot's behind.
Give him half.
At least 5K.
Right.
And the line extends.
A participation trophy is what you want to give these guys.
Get however much you
Aren't
get
you
paid.
part of the snowflake generation?
I mean, I guess you were too.
Yeah. Hot dog's got more sense than you.
Oh, well, let's just give him the money anyway.
Just give it to him.
We don't want to make you
They
sad.
didn't call it at the time, right?
No.
So it's like
They didn't call it.
in football. Like there's when they go back and review the footage and it's
Upon
like-
further review.
and they make a call. Like a ref makes a call.
Referee's decision is final.
That's final.
No replay rule in trick shots.
Yeah, imagine phones weren't a thing, right?
Right.
Like, would that even be recorded?
No, nobody's
Probably not.
videoing that. There's 30 people in the audience. Nobody cares about watching that game again. No, absolutely not. And the idea of a replay rule for a halftime game is absurd. There's no replay rule. The line
When
does.
you're giving away $10,000,
I would make sure that there's a replay rule.
If I'm in charge of that money, there's a replay rule.
Of course, of course. If because you're one of these insurance guys.
Yeah, I mean, the insurance company should have thought that through before they made this whole deal.
That's right. And also look
That's
at the
on them.
court. Look at the court that
Yes.
they're insuring and realize, oh shit, they have a weird half court line that extends
I think that's the half
around
court
the U. Of course it is. It's black. It's the same color.
No, the half court line is red.
I think the insurance
Oh, is
company
it red?
probably figured.
Oh, I didn't even. Well, then it's still. I mean, it's still technically broke. It's still around the U.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's red, if you're saying it's red, then
Oh, yeah.
the entire U
See it
is
right there.
okay. Then the entire U is line.
Wait,
See how the whole U is red?
It is also.
The line gets thicker. It's the same color.
And you are twisting yourself into a pretzel.
Not really. Not really. I'm just trying to give this kid his 10K.
He didn't earn it.
Yes, he did.
Also, I'm pretty sure the insurance company probably doesn't send people out for like all of these games.
Oh,
No.
So you're telling me
That's why
you're-
they submit video,
you're
just like you
telling
submit
me
receipts to insurance.
an insurance company doesn't do due diligence.
They literally did.
Oh, they probably thought like
They looked at the camera angle.
They only did it when it was like, what? We have to part with money? No, we only collect money here. We're
what
an
do you-
insurance company.
When you submit a claim, you submit all the evidence.
Oh yeah, and if one T isn't crossed, they're like, nothing for you, no money.
Or if 1 foot.
And then you probably do that. I hope that happens to your family, Travis. I hope your family loses out on an insurance claim, and you have to look at your wife and child, and you have to say, "Well, guys, you didn't dot the I," and technically they are right. If
Well, then you
didn't dot
resubmit
the
the claim.
You have to resubmit with the I dotted, guys. This one's your fault.
Next time I send you
He
some,
would do some shit like that, don't you think?
Troy, you're not involved.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Sam. Next time I send you some receipts, some invoices, can I just take liberties?
Yeah.
With like the hotel expenses.
Yeah,
and-
It doesn't matter.
Well, you
how-
said just get a hotel.
See how it works out. I would
It was
say,
$250. It was $300. Hey, close enough.
yeah. See how it works out.
Upon further review.
You didn't pay me for this hotel. The joke's on you. I'd go, okay, joke's on me. Enjoy paying for the hotel.
I'll sue you.
Yeah, the shot wasn't taken behind the half court line. I mean, it's clear as day. How are you just like give him the money anyway?
You sound like Ray Finkel's mom. Laces out.
I mean, this is so cut and dry.
No.
No.
You had to be there. The crowd.
You know what?
No, but
I didn't consider.
Oh, I didn't know.
Consider vibes.
I thought I heard your voice in there. I didn't realize you were in the arena for this. That's sick. I didn't realize you're such a college hoops fan. That's awesome. See, she was
I'm
there.
just saying, the crowd, like, you can't go back.
Your
Poor
Honor,
kid, that's not fair.
you had to be there.
You had to be there, Your Honor.
I guess that's how we do it. If the company's not there, you can't.
And by the way, the $10,000 is coming from the school.
Right, yeah. 'cause
Now it has to because the insurance company won't pay out.
Well, yeah, because I mean that's
and
the
guess
school's
what?
fault.
Guess what? Now tuition is going up.
10 grand?
10 grand is like all
they're
of
covering their
UMass's
10K. Yeah,
That's their entire endowment.
I mean, listen, they're not making it back in ticket sales. That's for sure. I saw an empty building. Yeah. Now the kids are going to have to pay for it.
people are gonna see like their bills for their semester, and it's gonna be like a $5 charge.
There is. There's going to be a tax on it. There's going to be a tax on it.
It's like, why did the meal plan go up?
Wait, this was buffet rules. Now we're paying by item. I don't. Yeah, we made our half court line too thick. It's the full U. I can't believe you guys love insurance companies so much.
I love fair play.
You love Johnny Fairplay.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Ryan in Arkansas.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Played in a charity golf tournament one Friday. In a foursome, they had a par
Nice.
3 hole-in-one wins a macked out golf cart, probably 15, 20 grand. Guy we're playing with dunks it right in. Hits about 5 feet behind the hole, rolls right back, goes in. Everyone goes nuts.
Mm-hmm.
The following Monday, all of us get a call from the insurance company, and we get interviewed independently. We were all at work. We get interviewed. What happened? Tell me the story. What club did he use? Where was the wind blowing? Where did the ball hit?
Just pay
Who took
the
ball
fuck
out of the
up.
cup? And we all answered the question. We find out from our buddy the next day the insurance company denied the payout because our stories didn't match.
And Travis is going, well, the story should have
Would you
matched.
shut up?
If you guys were telling the truth, the stories would have matched. I like fair play. I mean,
that's a shitty situation.
This always this.
And the tournament even had an employee of the tournament who was a spotter at the hole. She was paid by the tournament to sit at the hole, and she saw the whole thing happen. She was there too. She was also interviewed. My buddy did not win the golf cart. No luck.
Her story should be the only one that matters.
Well, I've always said that. Not history. Herstory.
Just so you're very progressive. in that
Thank
way.
you. Thank you very much. It's about time. Yeah, that's what these insurance companies do. The whole business is like, how can we get you to keep paying us just in case, but then when just in case happens, we don't actually
Yeah, but
have
sometimes
to pay
there's
you.
really easy claims to deny. Like this one.
This is up in the air for me.
So not.
Look how much red there is. That's all line.
Not part of the line.
I think it is.
His foot is so far over the line.
But his head is directly.
And usually they go
Is-
by
is
head.
that where we count? We
Yeah,
count the head?
usually it's like center. Yeah, it's your center.
Yeah, it's equilibrium. Like
Good
he's
Lord.
balanced.
Yeah. Yeah, most of his body is on the other side of the line. And it would have gone in, by the way.
Well, just give him the money.
And it's fun. This is a funsie. This isn't competitive sport. This is for funsies. Can you imagine everybody's cheering for you? You just won 10K and they're like, actually, you won absolutely nothing.
Well,
Go
yeah,
home."
because you did it wrong. Sorry you did it wrong.
You're mad because you're not an athlete. You never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
You couldn't make that shot anywhere.
Me?
Travis? No.
That's a lucky shot to begin with.
You could you'd be right up against the basket. You still couldn't. do it.
No, he couldn't. No, he couldn't.
I could do a
He, by the way, he couldn't do that with a Little Tykes basketball hoop.
No.
You couldn't do that with a 5-foot driveway hoop.
Uh-huh.
Dude. All right, if you say you can, I guess. It's a solid argument. Tim in Illinois.
Hey, boyos, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, I'm going to back that other guy's story up as far as, first of all, disclaimer, I hate insurance companies too. So
Sorry,
I'm not
Travis.
an insurance guy.
Sorry, hot dog. Sorry,
They-
guys.
Yeah, they suck, so they can blow balls.
Sorry, Travis.
Anyways, I'm a retired firefighter, and we used to do a play day every year, and we'd had the same thing, a hole-in-one got you a Ford F-150. They had a table set up at the hole with one of the representatives from the local car dealership, and they also had a representative from the insurance policy that we took out in case somebody won that truck, then our local wouldn't have to pay for it. And they had forms there that did the same thing. Who was the guy or gal? What club did they use? What time was the shot? The whole thing. Obviously, at a drunken play day, nobody's going to win a Ford F-150.
Sure.
That is a thing. They do take out insurance policies, and they're really not that expensive. And they also prorate it depending on like where it's at. So if it's like at a drunken play day, they know none of these idiots are going to hit a hole in one. So the policy's a little cheaper.
Well, yeah, just take
but
It's $7 million if you get it.
Yeah. So that is a thing. Insurance companies suck, but the insurance company is supposed to pay. But if your toe's on the line, you're not getting the money. This is not a
His whole foot's over the line.
No. Depends on the line.
Yeah, so he sucks, and I'll send him a buck.
Thank you, Tim. Give him his 10K, bro.
Keep looking at that picture.
I can see it.
Keep figuring out ways to justify your stupid take.
It's not dumb.
Just give him 1K.
1K is going to go for.
college.
You know what you can get for $1,000? 2 dozen eggs. It's breakfast for a month. Scott in Indiana.
Yeah, a couple things. So I run a scramble every year too, and for the insurance,
it pretty much just evens out to 10 cents on the dollar, but whatever the value is, whether you're giving away cash, vehicle, all that stuff. So that's what you pay for insurance. Second thing, was this event timed where you could take more than one shot?
Well, I don't know for sure, but he wouldn't have done it anyway because everybody celebrated and acted as if he had made the half-court shot.
This is my point. So if the university is like, yeah, you made it, then it's on the university to pay. The insurance company can still go, fuck you, because your foot was over the line, but because the university said you made it, then they should be responsible. The insurance company isn't, but then they should be responsible because they said that he made it.
Why? Like, here's the thing, though. All these insurance companies, just be fucking cool, dude.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Yeah, of course it's how everything works.
Just give money to whoever for whatever?
No, just be cool. Like, you don't give money to whoever for whatever. You just be fucking cool.
Hey, I almost made a half-court shot. May I have $10,000?
No, it's debatable because of how thick that line is.
There's no debate
It's
here.
the full you.
We're wasting time.
No, like, you don't know how to be cool, and you never have.
I'm so cool. I didn't like that.
It's just you typically
Only
someone
2
who's
weeks.
not cool has to say that they're cool.
Yeah, you wouldn't say it like that. I've never heard
Yeah, it's just that sentence. It's just-
if I could volunteer, I'm very cool. Yeah, because you don't hear it, and then when you do hear it, you're like, oh, that's why you don't hear cool people say that. Kevin in North Carolina.
Hey guys, love you guys. This is great conversation. I have purchased one of those policies before for a promotion I sold in minor league baseball. And with basketball, what happens is they sign a waiver before they even take the shot that explains this. And it also...
Come on, bro. Those waivers. Well, should have read. That's a Travis thing to say. You should have read the contract. You should have read it before.
I'll let McClure know the contracts don't mean anything.
Well, there's just different it's context. It's all context.
The contract also disqualifies the shooter if they've played any college or professional basketball. So we did this on the NBA level, and if you pull a guy out of the crowd and he's played D3 basketball and makes a shot, he's disqualified. You may lie about it, but the insurance company is going to go find out before they give up that $10,000. Now, in a public relations gesture, I think the school needs to give them $1,000 at least, because this is the internet era, and everyone is seeing it. But I'm with the insurance company, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I also sell insurance.
Oh boy!
Yeah, he's just a logical, smart guy.
You're one of them, huh? Travis is. Could you send Travis wants to send his resume over to you because you have his dream job.
I'm not in claims, but I mean,
look how far
the kid was way over the line. But I do think the school should do something about it.
Yeah, they're giving him
But not
$10,000 to
$10,000.
shut him up.
Like, no, it's not. Like, how about just be cool?
Yeah.
How about that? I mean, Kevin, there is a real problem with the insurance companies that none of you know how to be cool. Don't you think?
It's the claims people. It's not me. But insurance companies are there to make money, and they're just losing money if they give away 10 G's to a kid who doesn't follow the rules.
Not cool. Travis would be so good. Thank you, buddy. Travis would be so good in the claims department of an insurance company. Just a little like weaselly, like, no, you didn't follow this rule, so we're not giving you anything. We're taking all the money for it. You lose. You stink.
I forgot you were Sam No Rules Roberts.
I am Sam No Rules Roberts. You know what I mean? No, I just believe in...
Look how far that foot is from the line.
Being cool. Troy, you think it's important to be cool, right?
1,000%.
Yeah, dude.
And that's just something you can learn. It's just you either are cool or not.
Yeah.
So I'm out of luck.
You're fucked.
That's right.
Sam?
Hey,
He's
man.
cool.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're cool, too, dude.
Hey, did you get a pounder this morning?
I did.
All
Thank
right,
you.
good. Okay.
And he blew it up, too.
Nice.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Must be in a good mood. He probably heard the...
Well, yeah, he got to teach people things this morning.
No, you know why he was in a good mood? He had heard rumors that an insurance company wasn't paying out, and he was like, I love that shit.
He walked in with a boner.
Yeah, he did. Oh, you guys here? They're not getting their insurance money. Good. Hot Dog and Travis love seeing the rich get richer.
This kid deserves a better luck next time, and that's it. By the way, the rich are not getting richer here. They're just paying the insurance company like they always do.
Okay, Toby. Andy in South Carolina.
Toby had
Hey, how's it going, you guys?
No, he didn't. He was the Scranton Strangler. What's up, Andy?
Not too much. First off, I just want to say Troy was extremely cordial this morning. He's killing it.
Man, that's probably because he got that pounder from Hot Dog. Yep. That's great. See how
Probably
it
because
all...
the pounder.
Makes or breaks the day.
And it's good to hear from Andy.
Wow.
Andy and I have turned the corner.
That's great.
Well, shit. Speaking of pounding, Sam, does Troy have the same microphone arm that you and Travis have?
No, and I know what you're going to say, Andy, and I want to correct this. What's happening on the internet?
What's
happening on the internet? I'm not following.
I am getting blamed for your mic noise.
My mic noise?
Yes.
Oh.
You're moving the mic around, and it creates this. And everybody's like, "Why is Troy doing this?
Why are you doing it?"
Well, why would
Troy,
I just stop doing it?
That noise is Sam.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No.
is.
I didn't do that.
It's not that noise, Troy. It's whenever you start talking. I don't know if you're like bouncing your
pound the
leg
desk.
under
You
the
do
table.
pound the table.
I
But
don't
there's
pound
a
the desk.
pounding noise that
Yes, you
comes
do.
through when you talk.
Yes, you fucking do.
Okay, so when I talk, I'm going to put my hands up like this. So
Yeah.
You can tell it's not me.
Or put them behind your head. yeah.
Just put your hands up, claim innocence every time you contribute. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, you do pound the table.
You do pound the
Wait,
table.
sorry.
Yeah. The internet is
My
right. They're never
apologies.
wrong.
And don't forget, Travis is one of these little fact checker
Oh,
insurance
shut
guys.
up.
So he would know too.
I have to find out what's going on.
Oh, I've been studying. I know you've been pounding the table. I just didn't say anything.
You said it first.
I don't remember that.
Sam, it's interesting that you bring that up. I was calling because I wanted to know, when did punk rock Travis Teft all of a sudden start hating fun?
I know, right?
I don't hate fun.
I know, right, Mister? Like,
I love fun.
like
You know what's fun? Fun.
the band.
Yeah. With a period at the end.
Oh, yeah, Mister.
but
Like,
Travis-
I'm gonna
Yeah.
steal from Burger King, which that, by the way, is a bit. He didn't really do that.
That's just for the air.
Mr. Like, oh, I'm going to cut class. Mr. Now he grows up and he's like, you know who should get more money? Insurance companies. And they shouldn't pay anything to anyone.
Andy, go ahead.
But like, just looking at this objectively,
Yeah.
this kid's going to UMass Amherst,
Uh-huh.
which is the biggest party school in Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
It's a Wednesday night,
Uh-huh.
and he's spending it at a women's basketball game.
Uh-huh.
He gets plucked out of the crowd
Uh-huh.
randomly.
Uh-huh.
Apparently wasn't given the form to sign, which is one of the reasons they're trying to get out of this is by saying that he didn't sign the form.
What?
He does
Okay.
something that no one in that studio could do. Maybe Montana.
Actually, I don't think anybody on the UMass team could do it either.
It's a half-court shot.
It was not a great game. It was not a great game in retrospect.
Mm-hmm.
But like, just in the spirit of fun,
Mhm.
like he made all of them, and it's not like he just stood at the top of the key and made the shot. The dude made a shot from the logo.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the spirit of fun, Travis, and I don't know why you want to blow that up so much.
You don't-
just because someone has health insurance.
You know why, Andy? Because he doesn't know how to be cool. Because what you just described is just them being like, you know what? Let's just be cool on this
Here
one.
you go. Money for everyone. Doesn't matter if you did it right.
Oh, you are so lame.
Here you go. Trophies for everyone.
So lame.
Travis, you're killing me, man. Like, just
Andy,
be
I love
cool,
you.
dude.
killing all of us, bro.
I love
is.
you too, Travis, but just be cool, man. Like, it
doesn't
sounded
know
like
how.
he was having a Travis in college Wednesday night, and then he won some money. Let's let him have that one.
He's a vibe crusher, dude.
I'm saying what everybody already thinks.
I'm just saying what you're all thinking. Whoa.
You wouldn't give him that money either.
Troy, I apologize to Troy. In the past, I've tried to make him out to be some sort of, weird Florida boomer, when in actuality it was Teft all along.
It could be. He could
This is
still
a-
be a
by-
weird Florida boomer.
He's right. Andy's right.
By the way, thank you, Andy, and that is correct. This is a real boomer take from Travis, isn't it?
I just can't believe it.
You think
know
his
what?
foot was
I
over
can
the line?
believe it.
You can. Really.
I can. Yeah. This sounds exactly right in your wheelhouse.
You guys are all just snowflakes who think everybody should just get everything.
Nah, man.
I mean, at least tell the guy to redo it.
At least tell him to redo it. And clarify the entire U is not the line, because it looks to me like the U is the line.
The U's not the line.
Well, it's the same color as the line. That makes no sense to me. It feels like it's almost like a pond, Like it's a U-shaped thing that the line spills into. And so that counts as line. It's all line.
And make it clear then.
Make
Where's
it
the
clear.
line? And make it clear.
The line is literally right there.
By the way, Troy loving things spelled out for him. Can you imagine how annoying he would be in a situation like this? You said the line, but you can't see the line from the logo. I'm just asking where the line is.
Clarify where the line is.
Like
Make
he
this
would
black
need.
and white.
And then explain to me, why can't I see the line when I look down? All I see is a big U.
You think he would need them to tape the line closed?
I think so. I think so. And he's right.
Yeah.
He's right, because if the insurance company is going to look at every single little detail, why wouldn't you got to protect yourself?
If you leave some gray area or
There's
wiggle
no
room,
gray area here.
to me, there's gray area.
His whole foot is over the line.
It's a little gray. A little red. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God I have hot dog.
Ew.
I meant sexually.
Oh, okay. That's fine then. Mike, what do you think?
In the America that I want to live in.
Cool America.
I love the idea of some random college bro
Thank you.
having $10,000 to throw the ultimate party.
And you know that's what he would do.
Yeah, all sorts of horrible things would happen. It would be great.
If this game is on a Wednesday, like everybody said, that money ain't making it to Monday.
No.
But Mike,
Nor should it.
you're a military guy. You follow strict
I forgot.
rules.
Hot Dog knows all about what people in the military do.
Hot dog, please stay out of this.
Mike, why can't you be more of a military guy like Hot Dog?
But I'm surprised. You're supposed
I
to...
believe in the breaking of rules out of necessity.
Hell yeah.
And necessity dictates that a bunch of bros have $10K to spend on the greatest weekend of their life.
And Mike, correct me if I'm wrong.
He didn't break a rule. He just made a bad shot.
Yeah, that's a great shot, first of all. And correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't it been long instilled in the military that when you say thank you for your service, part of that service is the age-old tradition of fighting for your right to party?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are we doing?
It is, in fact, I'm not sure which amendment in the Constitution that is, but yeah.
I mean, that's what you were fighting for, wasn't it?
Plus, at the end of it, if they save 2,000 from this, spring break is right around the corner.
If they're smart enough to put 2 away, oh, Cancun, baby. You're right.
Gonna lose half of it to taxes.
$2,000.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Man, what a bunch of bummers.
What, because we like to party?
Travis is really giving Gersh Kuntzman in a parking lot.
Oh, big time.
He's so far over the line.
I would not be surprised even slightly if 10 years from now we realize Travis has joined the Riders Alliance and he's justifying it by saying, they are actually right.
He's so far over.
It really did reduce traffic.
Right, and then Hot Dog joins with him. And,
he's got a good point.
And Travis goes, see, I knew we were right all along, Hot Dog. We told him, didn't we? Wheezy in Indiana.
Sammy, great show, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, this is one of the reasons why Travis is fighting so hard to keep the transgenders out of sports.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
What does one have to do with the other?
This is exactly what this is. That is an exact correlation.
It's a symptom?
That's 100% right. It's all coming from the exact same place.
All right. I guess I didn't see it.
A hater.
Hated him. It's about being a hater, Travis. And that's
I guess you had to be there.
who you are to the core. That's a great point,
Punch
Weezy.
it out, boys. Great show.
Thank you very much. That's 100% what's going on.
Okay.
Jerry in California.
Can't deny it.
I'm a straight
So,
rider.
For Hot Dog and Travis there, if being paid is based on performance, I think their paychecks are in jeopardy.
That's true. That's a great point. That's a great point, Jerry. I mean, when was the last time, Hot Dog, either of you advocated for performance-based pay?
I would love that.
Would you?
Wait, let me think.
Efficiency-based pay.
What's efficiency-based pay?
Doing the least for the most.
That's not what efficiency means. That's not what that means.
Getting the most out of the least amount of work that you do.
That's not what that means. That's not what that would mean. No, you'd get paid less.
I think I should get paid more because I did this job very fast and I have nothing else to do.
It's called an efficiency-based program. If I can get away with not doing work, you will pay me more. Efficiency. Look it up.
See how efficient this was?
Efficiency-based would be packing more work into the day.
No, it would be like I did 30 minutes of work today.
So you're saying that it should be spell out the tasks.
Not it.
Spell out the tasks, and if I can get them done in 30 minutes,
you pay me.
You pay me for the whole week.
Right. I should be rewarded for that. I was smart.
I see. Okay. I should be rewarded for that. I was smart. I figured out the scam, except the insurance companies are always right. Okay. I see. You still riding with Hot Dog, Travis?
No. No, I kicked him out of my car.
Do you think his efficiency-based program is exactly what he thinks it is?
Yep.
It's a poorly named program, Hot Dog.
It's like, hey, if I can get all my work done in an hour, you'll pay me more, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we'll give you 7 more hours worth of work.
All right. Well, then I amend my initial statement. My work is not yet done.
Like when Stanley says this is a run-out-the-clock situation, that's
Right.
what work is.
Right. And I've never known Stanley from The Office to be known for his efficiency. Well, listen, I'm glad we figured all this out.
I guess.
Yeah. If anything, we've exposed people here this morning already. And the truth has come out. And I'm glad we know now because we can move forward with that truth. We're going to take a break. We have a lot to do this morning, so stay right there. We'll be back.
Greetings and citations, fine shits. Would you like a YN like me?
Oh, I'm good.
You're good?
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
Who shot who? Who shot who? Somebody got shot?
Go ahead, break it down real low. Go ahead, break it down real low. Go ahead, break it down real low.
You're back.
Y'all good? I hope.
With Sam Roberts Show.
Stop playing with it. Red light, green light.
Our greatest export has been entertainment. And one of the things that we're really, really good at is making these dramatic reality shows and even bringing in some of the most dramatic people from all over the world. Look at 90 Day Fiancé. We find the best of the best and we display them for the world to see. Everybody comes around to the United States of America to see where reality television is going. Until now. I mean, what's going on with Temptation Island in Spain is about the most entertaining thing that I've ever seen. I never knew that there could be a show so good that without subtitles, without dubbing, Troy, no dubbing, you get every bit of this story. And you get the story. It's with action. It's the human experience. It's the story of Montoya and everything Montoya is going through right now. This guy has taken the social media world by storm. And when I say world, I mean world. He is a global phenomenon. Now, the premise of Temptation Island is, of course, you want to test the strength of your relationship. Some people believe it will make their relationship stronger. If they go and they know that they're in a relationship, but they go on this island full of beautiful people and everybody's trying to fornicate with one another. And they go, well, that's a good idea for our relationship. Invite my girlfriend onto an island where she'll be scantily clad around a bunch of very attractive people. And that way our relationship will be stronger. Is to me, I believe, the premise of the show. It's a little underwear gnomes to me, but I'm not 100%.
You got it.
Okay. Is there a step 2 or, because it felt like I went from 1 to 3.
No, you're good.
All right. So that's the premise.
Yeah.
And well, sometimes it goes wrong. So I just saw this clip.
Wrong?
But so right. I just saw this clip and I became very, very fascinated by it. It's this clip of this Spanish man Montoya who producers are forcing him to watch his girlfriend rigorously have sex with another man.
Oh, he's part of the show.
Well, he's super pissed about it. You know what I mean? He doesn't want that to happen. You know, it's one thing, the flirtation and everything, but just to see just in such graphic detail. Now, they are undercovers, right? So there's no nudity. This is not pornographic, but the motions that are happening under the covers, it's unmistakable.
You knew?
I knew what was happening. And I've never seen anything like that in my own quarters, but I knew that I've heard that that's how other people do it. So upon research, this has become a very complicated story because the articles that I read, and I did have to do some reading about this, apparently this version of Temptation Island is region locked.
Okay.
Which is why people are having trouble finding full episodes.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Because it's, region locked. Although I guess if you got a VPN, you could probably get in there. And I'm sure some people have.
Yeah.
But my understanding is that Montoya is not completely innocent. However, the punishment does not fit the crime.
Okay.
That my understanding is that there had been flirtation on the island, and that Montoya was the recipient of a lap dance.
Okay.
That Montoya was the recipient from a lap dance from a lady that was not his lady, from a different lady.
Okay. But
And
that's part of the temptation.
that is well, he gave in to the temptation.
What, a lap dance?
On the that's as much as he gave in. But then his girlfriend Anita, I believe is her name, Anita. She saw this and was furious.
Okay.
Furious about the lap dance. So she said, "I know what I'll do to get back at him. I'll have rigorous sex with another man," is what she said she would do. And she made good on that. Now, Hot Dog, you're an expert on this.
I'm a little bit more informed.
Tell me if I'm missing.
Anita started it.
Anita?
Anita started it.
It's Anita.
Anita.
Okay, thank you.
I think she kissed the guy that you see wrestling under the sheets with.
Oh, they could have just been wrestling.
They
to be
could.
fair. That's the way Hot Dog interpreted it upon first glance. Like, oh, I would hate it if my girlfriend was wrestling with another man again.
But he found out, and then he decided, okay, I'm going to get a lap dance from this girl.
I see. So it escalated. So it started with Anita kissing.
Yes.
Then it went to Montoya getting a lap dance.
Right.
And then it went to Anita going, "Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Hold my beer.
Hold
my cerveza.
Wait until you see this." And then this is what we saw. The producers went to Montoya and said, "We think it's a very good idea if you sit down and watch this footage." They said only good will come of it, I believe. I don't know if that was a direct translation, but they said this is definitely a necessary thing for you to watch. And by the way, they decided to show him not a videotape of what had previously happened, but they had a monitor on the beach, which the technology is unbelievable. But they had this monitor on the beach, and they were able to show him in real time what was going on live at a cabana, several yards down the beach. They're separated, you know.
Now, do you think they would be showing a live feed to Montoya if it was a feed of Anita being loyal?
Right, just like
Hey.
Montoya, we wanted to show you this live feed. Anita is here having a meal and laughing with one of her girlfriends that she's made on the island. You can see, we just wanted to show you that Anita has successfully made great friendships.
Right.
You know what? That's a great question. I think that they would not turn the live feed on for her. For Montoya.
Okay.
By the way, if I remember Temptation Island correctly, because this is not a new.
No, we have.
show.
I mean, we have
We've
the
had
American version. I believe Mark Wahlberg, not the one from the Funky Bunch.
Okay.
The game show host, Mark Wahlberg.
That would have been a good fun fact.
is the host of American.
They're
There's two
isolated
Mark
all the
Wait,
time.
what?
Yes, yeah, I know. There's two. This is something you didn't know. There's two Mark Wahlbergs. One is Marky Mark, who was accompanied by the Funky Bunch for a good part of the late 90s, late 80s into the early 90s. And the other is also Mark Wahlberg, but he's mainly a game show and reality host.
Same spelling?
It's the WCU.
It's the Wahlberg cinematic universe. Although he is not a Wahlberg. He doesn't have a Sharon Wahlburgers. He doesn't have a fun Boston mom. None of that stuff. He doesn't get the Jordans when they come out.
He doesn't throw rocks at Asians.
We don't talk about the old stuff.
I'm just saying it.
Blinded the guy.
That's everybody who grew up in Boston.
Right. He did blind him, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're not talking about that right now because it's more like Ted and stuff like that.
It's a fun fact.
It's not as fun for everybody.
It's Arthur the King.
Arthur the King?
The movie about the dog.
The dog movie. I forgot about
You
Arthur
know?
the King. Yeah,
the guy
you're right.
watches it every morning.
You're right.
So they're isolated, right? Like
Yeah, there's
if
two,
I remember correctly.
Yes, there's two sides of the island.
The men are hanging out with the temptresses,
And the women are hanging out with the temptors.
with the temptors.
Yeah. There's the temptors and the temptresses.
Now, are the Temptors just hired dongs brought in,
Yeah.
or are they other guys in relationships
No, they're
who have
hired
something to
dongs.
lose?
I believe. Who's talking?
Oh, how did that just start? Jesus.
I don't know.
It's on the other side of the screen.
I think your
Four for
boner hit
four.
the keyboard.
I was right.
I think. No, if I'm not, usually on the show, what they do is they do a mix and match. They have a combination. Some of the guys are in relationships, and the other guys are hired dongs. And so you don't really know which one she's going to go for. Like you almost feel safer if she's with people that are in relationships, because the same way these two are separated, right? So like there would probably be temptresses and also people in relationships on the island with Montoya, right? But there are hired dongs, if that's the question. Yes.
Yeah, nothing to lose.
No, not for the hired dongs. No, I've already gotten paid, so they're good to go.
Okay, here's a full breakdown.
Right. Well, it's fascinating. That's Montoya y Anita.
Okay, so they were together for a year.
Right. And they said...
And they're like, hey, you know what?
Let's make our relationship stronger. Let's hang out with temptors and temptresses.
A bunch of doms in an island.
Right. Right.
So that's what they did. They signed up for the TV show.
Right.
Because it's the ultimate test.
Right, because...
Do you have to take an ultimate test before you...
No,
I don't think so.
The idea of simply voluntarily taking a test feels like some real nerd shit. Like that test is not a requirement for any sort of... No, I got married. There was no Temptation Island test.
Okay.
Although, it's not the worst idea in the world. With divorce rates being what they are, maybe we should force everybody to do Temptation Island before they get married.
It's like a sexual cold plunge.
That's right.
You get in, you see how long you can last.
That's right.
Okay, Hot Dog's right. Anita throws the first stone.
Right.
There was footage of her kissing one of the hired dongs in a pool.
A VIP single.
But that was just VIP single.
Oh, I saw this clip because this is the clip where he kicks the iPad. And that's why they don't use iPads anymore. They use full television.
Right, because it's like, he keeps knocking over.
Thanks.
Do you have the clip? Is this the iPad? Yeah. Okay, so this is... Well, not only, by the way... Here's the thing. Montoya...
What? He ripped his shirt off. He was very upset.
He has a flair for the theatrics, so he sees Anita making out with a dude in the pool, and so in a state of raw and pure fury, he rips his shirt open.
You don't even get the full effect because it's a button down anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it was actually ripping,
Right,
that's
you
like
want to
really
see him
rough.
rip a t-shirt
Yeah,
off like Hogan. Yeah.
Here's the clip.
Okay. Oh, and
Okay. So that's Anita.
Hit pause for a second, because the clip that he's seeing, this is not just
Freeze
a
it right
kiss. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. This is not just a kiss. This is, she is pressing her body on this gentleman, and I'm going to just say this, he's clapping cheeks.
See, I saw this
Playing
clip
bongos.
after I saw the first Montoya clip. I've seen it's all out of order, like Pulp Fiction, and now we have to piece it all together.
We have to put this in order, like when you get the Kill Bill DVDs and you try to make your own cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this happened first.
Yeah, so this is the beginning. Montoya forced to watch on an iPad that his girlfriend is making out with a dude in the pool, pressing her body against him while he plays the bongos on her butt cheeks.
Rips his shirt open.
Yeah, it was open a little bit. Sinvergüenza. Do you know what sinvergüenza means? Do you know what that means?
Probably not good.
It means
you have no shame.
Shameless.
Oh. Okay.
That's what we used to say.
So she's being shameless.
When my dog rolls over on her back and shows all her stuff, you know how dogs do that sometimes? Yeah. We go, "Ay, sinvergüenza."
What's going on in that?
We do that. Oh, there's tongue.
So that was the last, and then he runs away.
No, he doesn't just
take his shirt off.
He took his pants off too. Or his pants off? Or no, his pants are still on. Okay, so he kicked the iPad over because he saw the butt bongos being played. He kicked the iPad over. He ripped his shirt all the way off.
That was a great kick.
Great kick. Well, he probably plays soccer. And then he runs into the water.
And he hits the sand. And then he dumps
vergüenza.
It's out of like every single R&B music video.
It really is. It really is. And you realize, because what else have other cultures done better than us? The soap opera, right? The telenovela defeats every American soap opera that's ever existed. Why? because this is how people in other cultures just act. This is not a telenovela. This is life.
This almost feels like when they open up sports to to minorities for the first time.
And you realize, oh, shit. Oh, boy. All these records that we have,
right?
Useless.
No.
Completely useless.
We got some passionate people over there.
Yeah, you don't realize. Like, you put that passion on television. Ay, Dios mío. Sinvergüenza.
Yeah.
Anita.
I think this is like the new era for reality TV.
Right. So then...
Okay, then Montoya.
Right, Montoya goes, claro. He says, there's uno más thing that he must do. Para revenge.
Gabriela.
Right, he meets Gabriela.
Anita is then shown footage of her boyfriend receiving a lap dance from Gabriela. Oh.
But I'm going to guess, by the way, we're so used to hear white American lap dances, right? Which is very... Let's be honest, a little corn. Okay, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. You say lap dance, but the way these lap dances are going, this is... See, where I come from, that's a dry hump. Okay? Where I come from, that's over the clothes action.
I was shocked a little bit when I saw it, because I saw the description first.
Right. Let's go back to the beginning of this so-called lap dance, because I'd like to also hear... I mean, Jesus, she's got her whole privates in his face.
And now he's giving her a lap dance.
They're 69ing with clothes on. I mean, she's like going...
Sandra, yo esto no lo voy a permitir. No quiero ver más imágenes.
No quiero ver más. She doesn't want to see anymore.
Oh. But she has to. It's part of the show.
No quiero ver más.
I thought you were supposed to kick it before you leave.
She doesn't have... She had the open toes on.
They're like, can you come back and kick it?
Oh, she going puto? ¿Qué puto esto?
Tía, le está chupando las tetas, tía.
What'd they say? I don't do a lingo.
Anita, he's sucking her titties.
That's not helpful.
I'm going to tell you guys something. You're probably wondering, why was I able to laugh at that? And I went the extra mile. I enjoyed these clips so much when they started popping up. I spent the whole weekend on Rosetta Stone. So I could watch them all in all the enjoyment.
Those ladies aren't helping.
She's sucking his titties.
Come back.
Come back. You got to see this.
You're missing it.
Yeah, you're not going to believe what's happening now.
It's worse.
Titty seconds going on.
All right, now we've reached the main event.
Okay.
But so far I feel like it's an appropriate escalation.
Right, because you're right, because it's like a kiss, a lap dance, but it's
bongos on the ass.
It's bongo ass. It's dry hump lap dance. I mean, these guys are charged up.
Hang on. You think bongo ass equals...
Oh, he was titty sucking.
Well, it's not equal, but he was seeking revenge. So
right, but he did
escalate a
escalate
little bit more.
He escalated it proportionately.
Because she shouldn't have done it in the first place.
You think it was a proportionate
Yes.
escalation?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, does Anita escalate it proportionally after that?
I don't think so.
He was like... chupa los tetas.
So need to come back.
You can't chupa los tetas. That's like taking it a step further.
Yeah, but she left before she even heard that. So
they yelled it.
Yeah,
they yelled.
She knew.
Chupa las tetas. she found out.
How nasty.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, they did. They said it was nasty. And she called him a puta.
All right.
So now, clearly, we're on Temptation Island. We're a passionate people.
And now the rules have been set. If you look at Montoya's face, he knows the rule is if there's a TV.
He's like, they go, Montoya, come here, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch this. He's like,
where's the iPad?
Oh, I hope she didn't see what I did to those tetas. Yeah, and they're like, no. He's looking. He goes, how did you bolt down this big screen to the beach? You guys are on to me.
I was hoping they would both see the error in their ways, and they would say, okay.
You know what? You were making out in the pool with the butt bongos. I was chupan tetas. Let's say, okay.
Turnabout is fair play.
You know what? Neither one of us have failed the test yet, but we're also not scoring high at the moment.
I don't think the producers give them a chance to de-escalate. I don't think they're allowed to.
That's weird.
Right. The producers are just going like, can you believe what you just saw? All those girls thought it was nasty. Did you?
And then they're like, can I go talk to her? No,
absolutely not.
Unfortunately, no.
Absolutely not. No, that's a terrible idea. But I do have some footage to show you. I have a live feed, if that makes it better. You can't go talk to her, but I can give you a live feed into her cabana, if that makes it better.
Let's see what's going on.
So, yeah, Montoya is going, hey, now's a good time to see what Anita is doing inside of her cabana in bed with a dude.
Cámara 11.
Cámara 11! That means camera 11.
I see, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Le da pena, mira, qué asco, tío. Qué asco, cariño. ¿Cómo te vas a arrepentir de esto,
You're
cariño?
gonna regret this.
Okay, right now, by the way, right now, it's just, you have burst me. It's just a little making out in the bed.
Yeah.
And also the guy's got bikini briefs on. And he's got the body for bikini briefs. So I'm going to be 100% honest.
Everyone on the show is in amazing shape.
It's unbelievable. I thought you and I could not pull off those underpants.
No. I don't think I could pull any of these people. There's no tempting. Nothing's happening.
What about the hired dongs?
It would be. It would be.
Wouldn't it be great? Go ahead.
It would be hilarious if they just threw hot dog in as a Bowie prize. like, you know, the girl is watching her boyfriend make out with this hot girl, and she's like, "I'm gonna get revenge."
It's just 11 incredibly hot men and a hot dog.
Hot dog going like, "I made us margaritas." Look,
Wants
guys,
to watch a movie.
Guys, I made spicy Ritas.
Oh, what are they doing? They're having gals night with hot dogs, so it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, he's just a really good listener.
Brought a DVD of Mean Girls.
I don't know. He keeps talking about Final Fantasy VII.
Who wants salt?
That would be so
I don't know. He's making avocado strips from scratch.
We wanted you to show this.
And he just always keeps his shirt on.
Yeah. He's wearing a turtleneck. Well, no. Anita is having a makeout session with a hot dude with tats in bikini briefs.
Con la gambita, que me ha reventado. Me ha reventado. Llora. Llora.
He's telling her to cry.
Llora con ese escombro. Llora. Esto es lo que quieres en tu vida.
Oh, is that what you want in your life?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yes.
He's shouting at the TV, by the way. She can't hear him.
Es lamentable. Ya es un antes y un después, tío. Lo hace por venganza. Ya hay que usar la respuesta, tío.
Have you ever noticed, too, Hot Dog, I don't know if it's just the culture, but the host, like, in America, the host would be like, would you mind sitting down? But there's something about when it's said in Spanish. I mean, it sounds like it's your mom.
Yeah, just
Siéntate.
sit down.
Siéntate, Montoya.
Like you're acting up for watching this.
Sit down, Montoya. Sit down. Sit down. What are you doing?
You're overreacting. Tranquilo.
What are you doing? Yeah, the other female voice is the host of the show going, Montoya, siéntate. Like as if she's not showing him a live feed of his girlfriend having sex with another man. She's
Chill
like,
out.
Montoya, what are you doing?
No quiero esto verlo. Quiero
He said, I don't want to see this. I want to go to the beach. She goes,
beach,
no.
can I go?
Yeah. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the beach. She goes, no, Montoya.
That's his happy place.
Well, because she
said, I'll watch with you.
She goes, listen, if you're mad now, wait till you see what's next, okay? No, you and I are going to watch together. Trust me. It's tough for me, too. I'm the host of this show.
You can go to the beach in 1 minute.
Yeah.
You can run around all you want.
Vale.
He's pulling his shorts up.
Qué vergüenza, plapa frita, tú eres un mierda de persona. Te vas a arrepentir.
¡Mierda!
Disfrútalo, disfruta. Me ha reventado por dentro.
No, not Montoya.
Me ha reventado por dentro.
Oh, they're making out under the covers. She told Montoya is screaming, "You've broken me. You've broken me. You're a shit person. This can't be what you want." And the host is saying, "Be quiet, Montoya.
Quiet.
Please be quiet. Cállate, Montoya. Be quiet."
The guy's having the biggest crash out of his life.
I mean, he can't believe his whole life is being destroyed around him, and the host is saying, "Quiet. Sit in the chair." He's literally on his knees in the sand, going, "No, you are shameless."
It's poetic almost the way his agony is coming out.
I mean, look, I watched this the first time with no subtitles. I had no idea what was going on, and it was cinema.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his shorts. He keeps hiking up his shorts. Like, that's what he does when he gets aggressive, I guess. He's hiking up his shorts way past his quads, and he's kneeling in the sand. Meanwhile, the host is like, Montoya, like, fucking relax, dude.
Tranquilo, Montoya, por favor. No he hecho nada, coño. Solamente sentí que de dormita dicho.
He's saying, by the way, that he had not penetrated a vagina, just felt it.
That's the technicality of the escalation.
He's saying, like, I felt the outside of it over clothes, is what he's shouting at the television set.
Which, he's just trying to...
He's like, now is an appropriate time because you're about to expose yours, and technically... I think what he's saying is what we were saying. You're escalating this.
You're wilding.
Way past. You're wilding right now. You are wilding very much.
Puedo ver eso, Sandra. ¡Cabrona!
Cabrona.
Por favor, Montoya, por favor.
Please, Montoya, don't. Montoya, you gotta see
Running
that.
down the beach.
He is. Now we've got, hit pause for a second, one of the greatest visuals I've ever seen, which is Montoya leaving the set. And you could tell this actually wasn't planned because the beach is not lit.
Yeah.
There's a guy with a camera, and you could tell like the light is with the guy. It's either on the camera or he's holding it or something. But they are chasing Montoya down the beach with a handheld camera and a handheld light, trying to capture him as he theatrically runs down. And it's not just, it's the shoreline. He goes right to the shoreline and he runs down the shoreline.
He needs to feel the water.
Right. Thinking, I guess
Make
I'll
a
feel the
splash.
mist as I run.
And the lightning, thunder, like in the background just adds to the whole...
He's having his moment.
He is really having his moment.
Part of me was like, did they add that in post? Like, there's no
The
way.
lightning strikes.
There's no way it's like this perfect.
Montoya, sit down. Montoya, stop. You're being ridiculous.
And they got the cameraman from Maury.
That's right. Yeah. Who's chasing him back. No, I don't want to talk about it. Why not? Why don't you want to talk about it?
Really good cardio.
Yeah.
Those cameras are heavy.
I think that's John Cena's cameraman that's following Montoya down the beach. Yeah. And by the way, what Montoya has run away from is his girlfriend and this dude completely under the covers, and we're starting to see some real motion. Not
He didn't even get to the best part.
We saw the best part.
Yeah.
The wrestling?
We saw the wrestling. Yeah, the wrestling is it's some minor grappling right now. What we're seeing, nothing too severe.
¿Dónde está? Montoya, por favor.
He's running down the.
Montoya.
He's running all the way.
The cameraman.
Me han destrozado.
I've been torn apart.
Me han destrozado.
Oh, there it is. There, I mean, hit pause for a second.
Pure graps.
Pure. I mean, and this is not even. This is her taking the on top position, and I mean, this guy barely has to do a thing. She is like really. She's making it hurt. For
I've never seen anything this graphic in American
I was just
reality
gonna
show.
say, like, is this on cable or
Yeah.
This is just in Spain.
This is just
This is
TV.
probably network for them.
Yeah.
This is just what we put on TV.
Oh, wow.
This is probably
Yeah.
CBS.
Yeah, because the thrusting going on under that blanket with the lady with Anita,
Even with the blanket on top. It's...
Oh, yeah.
unmistakable.
Yeah, it's very...
Yeah, no, I've watched like every episode of The Bachelor for the last decade, and like that would never be shown.
They don't do this on The Bachelor?
No, well, I mean,
they
it's fantasy
should.
suite, but that's like when there's no cameras.
No, can't. Yeah,
So-
it's implied.
Yeah.
They've actually stripped the implication away and gone, no, literally, this is
no.
100% what's happening. I know you've heard these reality shows are fake, but this is happening.
Don't you think every producer right now here in the States is going like, what? Why can't we do this?
Yeah.
Just get some cameras in there.
It's a blanket. You have no idea what they're doing.
Just keep the blanket on.
Yeah.
And go to town if you want.
I mean, it's vigorous motion. It's
It's a very thin sheet.
yeah.
The clapping.
The clapping. Did you hear the clapping?
Me han reventado por dentro.
I mean, clapping like
Yes.
crazy.
He has his hands between her cheeks now.
Yeah, and it's like real. It's not like whoops-a-daisy. It's meanwhile, Montoya his shirt is falling off his body. He's run from one private cabana to the other private cabana. He's run the whole length of the island.
Everyone else has no idea what's going on.
No, he's just shouting.
He's shouting, "You've blown me up inside."
Which I think there's some cultural, that's a very literal translation. I think that you probably need to.
He's not the one who was getting blown up inside.
Oh no! She was getting blown up inside.
Someone else
pretty
was.
good. Yeah, no. Yeah. You're getting blown up inside, I believe is what he was. Yeah, and he's now run onto the area that, again, like it's not lit for television. Everybody's just kind of hanging out in the hot tubs and stuff like that, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? You've destroyed me, he says. There's the thunder.
That's the end of part 1.
You've literally tore me apart, he says.
I love that there's people just coming out of the jacuzzi butt naked going, what's going on?
Yeah, they're naked and they're going like, don't, like they're stopping it from like it's like, no, they're doing that. Like, you don't have to. You got to let him finish. You gotta let him finish. This is going on.
You don't understand. He's a hired dong.
Yeah, it's what he's here to do. Yeah. He's doing his gig.
He's just doing his job.
By the way,
now we're okay with people doing their jobs.
By the way, exactly. The insurance company hired him.
Well, in European culture, it is considered unacceptable to interrupt a man who's pleasuring your wife.
That's true. That's true. That is a European staple.
Huge faux pas.
That's right, and that's why there are all these nude guards outside the house going, Montoya,
please let him finish.
You gotta chill. He's like, my girlfriend's in there. Why are you naked? I was in the hot tub, Montoya. This is how people relax. This is how people swim. There is nothing strange going on here at all. He's like, we're all fully clothed at the other cabana. What the
We're playing
fuck
cards.
is going on
This
here?
Uno Dare is happening in the other side of this.
Montoya, there's a different cabana over here. This is not your cabana. Don't even worry about it.
Now, at what point, like, in this ultimate test, are we thinking, because it's obviously not an A- or an
Right
A.
now, we're not at an A anymore. Unfortunately, we're lucky to get to a C. You know, I mean, and also, look, I think he's still got a passing grade because he didn't hear the clapping.
No.
Like,
you heard that?
I heard it, and that made me think that the test has been failed. Like, I just don't think, like, I could, if I were in a relationship with somebody, the clapping, because I'd never, the sound would never leave my head.
Well, you still got like maybe a couple more weeks in the island, so you don't.
I forgot about all the time in the
The
island.
test isn't over yet.
No, it's just like, so when I was growing up, we had a lot of clocks in the house, the tick tock, like, and I got so used to that sound, like every single night I would go to sleep and I just hear clocks ticking. So now a lot of times, this is true, when I shut my eyes, I hear clocks ticking. Like, it's just so ingrained.
Like Nam.
So ominous.
It's a little ominous. It's a little like Nam. Yeah. I mean, this is my battle. This is
Choppers coming in.
That's right. I think to that same extent, forever, Montoya will always hear as he's drifting off to sleep at night. As the night gets to its most quiet, he'll just hear.
I think it's more like.
It was quick. Yeah.
No, there was no like romanticness to it or anything like that.
No.
He was spreading cheeks.
I know he was.
He was.
I mean, and I can't believe, like, I feel like at that rate, for me, 15 seconds max. Like, at that rate, that's crazy. Nobody can really do that, right?
No.
Okay, so now we have.
So this is part 2.
Well, technically, this is part 3. So now we're at part 4.
Sure.
Right? I mean, this of this saga.
This is part 2 of the original thing that it's kind of like Star Wars.
Oh, right. We watched the prequels first.
We saw part 3 and 4 before we saw parts 1 and 2.
You guys had no idea they didn't need to kiss someone.
I had no idea.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
And she did. She really did.
But that's what the prequels are for.
Right. It clears up clears the air.
Answers questions.
Okay, now that we know who Montoya's father is, let's see where the journey goes from here.
¡Lo has destrozado! Pones papas fritas y tiene una gambita, fóllatelo. Vas a arrepentir toda tu vida.
Se están peleando.
She's getting it.
Están peleando.
What's going on?
They're fighting outside. What is that?
Anita!
That dude, by the way, can you pause? The guy who's with Anita was like, I'm not putting my clothes on. I'm going to wait right here in bed. You figure out what's going on. We'll finish what we're doing.
It's not part of my pay grade.
Yeah. No.
Anita! Anita!
¡La has cagado como nadie! ¡Farsa! ¡Te va a explotar la mano la bomba!
The bomb is floated in his hand. I don't think that's.
¡Te va a explotar la bomba en las manos! ¡A la mierda!
Suéltame!
She said, "This has all gone to shit." Is what he said. It's torn me. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Anita.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh,
Que no voy, te lo juro.
I'm not going, she said. Oh,
¿Qué tal, Lucy?
She's calling him shameless. The nerve.
Puto sinvergüenza eres, tío. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
that's my favorite thing that's ever happened. He's laying on the beach now. Montoya is laying on the beach with his shirt wide open, looking into the sky as the lightning strikes, shouting, "¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?"
Clawed hands, just very dramatic.
Yeah. Which is Spanish for why.
I want to get to a point in life. I mean, I don't want that specifically to
That
happen
shit
to
has
me.
happened to you.
No, it has not.
By the way, I will say, I like to point out that today, last night, because I saw the part that I'm assuming we're getting to again after this, the new drop from Montoya and Anita.
There really is drops.
Yeah, I saw the new drop last night while I was watching Raw, so I waited for a commercial break to make a video going, oh my God, you got to see this. And my favorite comment on the video on our Instagram account was actually from...
I know what it is.
Yes. It was from Miguel.
Oh boy.
Who I believe, let me see if...
I have blocked.
Let me see, wow, it's a good thing you haven't blocked, because it was actually, this time it was about you.
I'm surprised.
Hot dog. This time it was. Miguel wrote, "That man is living Hot Dog's dream."
I mean,
he's talking about Montoya. He thinks you're looking at Montoya going,
I wish that was me.
If only one day, that this man is living your dream life.
The only thing that I want to have a good reason to just be laying down on the sand, just screaming out, "Why?"
¿Por qué?
But the Dom thing in bed, I could probably skip that.
Dom?
The Dom.
Dom?
Dom?
The dominant.
The dominant?
The Dom thing?
What?
Mike, English is not his second language.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry. Hot Dog has 2 second languages. The dominant.
I thought he was after old intern Dom.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. Yeah.
Troy, have you ever found somebody you're dating in bed with a dominant?
Weird thing to say.
I thought that's what that was.
It's never been said.
No, that's not what that is.
No, a dominant.
Well, there are doms and subs. There are people who are
Submissives
dominant
and
submissive.
Yeah,
but that's not. I mean, that's like a role play.
You don't say like, oh, the Dom thing.
Like but that's Hot
Well,
Dog's.
who's the Dom here?
I mean, she was on top of him.
Yeah.
It doesn't have you could be a Dom bottom.
What? He
Yeah, of
wasn't
course.
even doing anything. She was clearly aggressive.
He's grasping. He's bringing her back down. He's taking. I mean, we could skip this, but I thought that was a word. I thought it was a word.
We should explore this.
My lady, I must ask you, whom was the dominant?
Hot Dog, are you thinking more of like yourself like a power bottom?
I mean, you could be any position and be power.
The Dom. Before we go any further, I want you to know,
power bottom.
I am the Dom. However, I am dominant from beneath. The dominant.
Hot Dog.
And for you to be in bed with a dominant, nonetheless. with a dominant.
Again,
Hot Dog would be fine if he caught his girlfriend with a sensitive lover. He'd be totally fine as long as she was being aggressive. It's like, well, that's fine.
That's right. You took it.
That was you. You killed that shit, honey.
That was very feminist of you.
But if he found her in bed with what he claims is a dominant, that would be one step too far.
Well, you made me say what the full word is. It's not. I don't go around saying, "Oh, well, look at these dominants over here."
Because you said it a couple times, and I let it slide a couple times, but you would never. Nobody has ever said, "Look, she's in bed with a dom."
I just assumed
I
that's
thought
what
you were saying dong.
I just assumed assumed that's what it stood for.
Do you know when Mike didn't? You know, Mike said higher dong.
I heard dong. Yes,
dong.
Yeah,
with a G. Okay,
G, yeah.
But then you said dom.
Yeah,
like you're in bed with a dom.
Yeah,
like if you were in bed with that would be like in bed with a dominatrix. But that wasn't a dominatrix.
It's not dominant.
You would never say that. I mean, Troy, you're a
dominant
retired.
You're a retired coxman yourself. Retired. Emphasis on retired. But in your heyday, we'll go back to your heyday. Would you have ever heard anybody would you have ever said or have anybody say to you, oh, that person is in bed with a dominant?
Well, you have, I'm sure you've heard of like dom sub situations.
But that's a specific situation.
Right, but what does the dom mean in that situation?
Dominant submissive.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but this is just standard sexual relations. This is not a dom sub.
Right.
In the context of it all.
Dom sub is it's almost like a role play.
Right.
Well, in the context of the island.
It's like a kink.
Yes.
Right, but in the context of the island.
Like that Nicole Kidman movie, the sex Nicole Kidman movie that just came out.
Nice.
You know? Nice. Remember, what's that Nicole Kidman?
Girl.
Baby Girl. That is a situation where the whole story is a dominant, submissive thing. He's like making her order milk.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And she's only doing it because he's telling her to, and that's how they get off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, just the idea of, you just saw his muscles, I think, and went, oh, he's dumb.
So have I just been using this word
look how
incorrectly this whole time? I use it, regular speak. So
I want you to know something. You use it with friends?
I mean, I'm sure it's come up.
When have you used it?
I can't think of one right now, but I'm sure it's come up.
I think they all think you're very stupid.
You're like, what the fuck was he talking about?
And it's good that you know, because Trump is working on bringing back a word that they would describe you as.
It's back.
I thought it was back already.
It is back.
A few words.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah, no, I
use it in a sentence.
It's it's a very stupid thing to say.
Okay.
But now you know.
That's why I have you.
Porque! Now I want you to think about that every time. Now you have a reason. For every time you've used that word incorrectly, run on.
I'm going to run to Coney Island right now.
Yeah. Okay, so she's saying that that he's a scoundrel, that Montoya is a scoundrel, and she doesn't respect him as a man, as he lays down on the beach shouting "Por qué?"
He was titty sucking.
She remembers the chupa de tetas.
Sinvergüenza eres, tío.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
So dramatic.
¿Por qué?
¿Qué dice? ¿Por qué?
What's he saying?
What's he say? Why? What's he say? Why?
You'll know why.
Que no mereces ni una lágrima,
You don't deserve a tear from me. So
5
dramatic.
seconds later.
Montoya, ¿qué ha pasado?
What? Hey, what happened?
Hey, Montoya.
You
By
okay,
the way,
dude? I just got here.
The host was back watching the big screen, so she saw all the thrusting. She saw everything. So she just walks up to Montoya while he's laying down on a beach shouting "Por qué?" going, "Hey, Montoya, what happened anyway? Could you tell us what happened? Give us the play-by-play here."
I didn't know you were here.
What happened?
You look upset.
Yeah.
Is there something the matter?
Montoya.
No puedo ver cómo mi pareja está haciendo las cosas por venganza.
Yo llorando por ese imbécil.
Se acabó, Sandra. Esta es la última vez. La última de verdad que yo te voy a montar a ti un mal rato.
A mí que no me venga a hacer el show, ¿vale? Que el primero que la ha liado ha sido él. Desde el minuto uno.
So
I mean, that's a lie.
he is he is telling the host this is it. She's doing all these things for revenge. Montoya's saying we're done. It's over. And then this Anita is saying like we weren't even doing anything. This guy's an asshole. He's not a man. He's the one who started it. She's going back to he started it, even though she forgot about the butt bongos.
Right. I mean, this is when you would need a ref to review. She's saying nothing happened.
You need that insurance company to
right.
come back. Well, actually, Anita.
See, they're good.
El primero que la ha liado ha sido él. Desde el minuto uno.
From minute one, she said.
Sé que es muy duro lo que has vivido. Yo he visto cómo se la llevan a la cama.
He said, I've seen her being taken to bed.
And she goes, listen, I know this is really hard.
Montoya, when you say she was taken to bed,
what do you mean?
Do you mean just to sleep or other stuff?
You mean by a dom?
What? ¿Qué es dom? Nadie dice Adam.
Por su parte, me ha confirmado que es por venganza con Gabriela.
Oh, and he's hugging her.
That's not, I saw that. That's not.
He's like, don't worry. Anyway, we weren't.
You want to come back to my room?
We weren't done.
Don't worry, baby love.
Yeah.
Que no quería ver el arrepentimiento por su parte. Me ha confirmado que es por venganza con Gabriela. Me ha confirmado todo lo que presentía.
Oh, it's so dramatic. Okay, Anita's leaving. Now she's running down the beach. Anita.
Madre mía. Corre, corre.
Yo no puedo correr. Serías capaz de perdonar.
Everybody's running. Okay, Anita's coming up to the beach now. Anita sees, and the host, this lady, has decided to sit herself down on the beach.
Comfortable.
Right, and just have a sit down. Like, don't worry, Montoya. Just tell me what's going on.
It's like Joe Rogan when he sits next to like a down.
Oh yeah, in the cage.
Yeah,
when he sits down with the fighter and going like,
tell us what happened here.
Did that hurt as much as it looked like it hurt? Because it looked like it really hurt. Now Anita is running down the beach because I guess she wants to have words with Montoya. You know what? I have a feeling that this is not the first time that these two have done incredibly hurtful things to each other in this relationship.
You think they've tested their love before?
Something tells me that they may have a flair for the dramatic.
You know
what I actually read? I just saw they call Anita and Montoya the Matt and Nicole Biggins of Spain.
Yeah, they probably watched this and it just went right over their heads because they're like, yeah, okay.
Por favor!
Yeah.
El morning mashup!
Ana.
Por favor.
Okay, now she forgives him. Okay, wait.
I want to get out of here.
Now she said, okay, because a minute ago she said sin vergüenza. She said you're not a man. She said puto.
You'll get no tears from me.
No tears from me. She said mierda. And now she like took the dude, the muscle man, the Dom. She took his arms off of her and she ran to the beach and is now saying, I want to go with Montoya now. Like, all right, Montoya, are we all good? Like,
and that's shameless.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what Montoya and Anita have to figure out. Is it because they didn't finish? You know what I mean? Like, did they start? Yeah. But it didn't look like she and the Dom, as you put it, finished. So maybe that doesn't count.
No, I mean,
I think it counts.
Because of the penetration?
Sometimes people use like just the tip as like an excuse.
There's no way it could have been just the tip because the way she was pushing down. She was pushing down a lot.
Dom's used that excuse with you?
It was just the tip a few times.
Don't worry, hot dog. I know you're the bottom. You're the Dom.
And the host is just trying to split them up.
She is.
She's like, no. You guys are not allowed to touch each other.
Because here's what she's saying. Is rules. The rules of the game are paramount to all. What's wrong? Are your lives falling apart right in front of everybody? I'm sorry, but that's not enough to break the rules of the game. You must be in two separate houses. And which is great because what Anita is saying is we have to end the game now. Because I am absolutely going to have sex with that guy again.
And the host is going, no.
We cannot. We cannot. Rules are rules. Because I don't think Anita is worried about Montoya getting back at her. I think she's worried about the fact that 5 minutes after Montoya leaves her cabana, she's just going to do this shit again.
But I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Usually you break up fights. You don't.
No, you encourage them.
Right.
Yeah, whoa. We are not about reconciliation.
We're not. It's not Reconciliation Island. It's Temptation Island.
Anita, te pido por favor que vuelvas a la villa. Montoya, por favor.
Me has dicho que me tienta y te he respetado.
He said, I have respected you. I have respected you. She was like, what about the titties?
The host is grabbing Anita like, you gotta finish this.
She says you've just broken the rules.
Anita, you have just broken the rules.
We have standards here on Temptation Island.
No P and V.
Anita, os acabáis de saltar las normas. Va a tener consecuencias.
Okay. There's punishments on Temptation Island. So now the host is saying that Anita has broken the rules by going onto the beach. And so now I guess
there'll be consequences.
Yeah.
And she's like, now
we're going to make sure Montoya hooks up.
Yeah. Guess what? He's hooking up for sure.
And the host is like, now get back in that room.
Yeah, get back in that room. Go finish what you started.
Finish what you started. We don't leave anything unopened on Temptation Island.
No merezco eso, tío. Yo no puedo ser así. Yo tengo que tener dignidad.
He said, I have dignity.
Por favor. Llévanosla y luego hablaré.
She said, take her with you. She can't be here anymore.
The house is the issue. She said, go back to the house.
All you naked people, all you naked, beautiful people, get in the house. Rules are rules, and you guys are breaking them.
I don't want her back in the house.
After that whole thing, what's the headline here? The rules of the island were broken.
And there will be consequences.
There will be consequences. You will be locked in the dungeon. Okay. Now, yesterday there was a new drop.
Yes,
though.
yeah.
Okay. After the Porqué, there was a new Anita and Montoya drop.
I saw 2 drops.
You did?
Mm-hmm. So I'll see what you have first.
Okay. Yeah.
Hang on.
Because I got to see that new. Because, and I don't know, this could all be coming from the same episode, by the way. It's just we're all living off of these clips vicariously.
Yeah, I have like a 5-minute clip of the clip that Mike sent last night. So Hot Dog maybe saw part of that clip.
Maybe a clip got clipped. 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. Jonathan in Connecticut.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Assuming he speaks English and she speaks English, there's a kind of a golden age of reality TV right now, where instead of like producing new people, they just get like OGs or like goats and then put them together like Traitors, House of Villains.
Yes.
And the Real World Challenge is still happening, and they've been recruiting international players for a couple years now. If they get him and her, it's going to be a game changer for that show.
I mean,
and they've done X's seasons before. They would probably change the whole season if they recruited them.
I think put Montoya and Anita on the Traitors. I started watching that Traitor show on Peacock. You put them on and you make one of them a traitor. That way they can betray the other one and watch them spaz out. It'll be great. And you know, I mean, because we've never had this on the Traitors before. What could be great is like Montoya could be a traitor, and Anita could find out that Montoya is a traitor. So what does Anita do? She has sex with one of the other reality show stars.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great. And Johnny Fairplay could be on the show too.
Yes,
I mean, that would be great.
Yes, he could. It'd be perfect. Thank you, buddy.
I mean, this whole revenge back and forth doesn't seem to be productive.
No.
Like no one's getting their last.
They have not realized that this is an endless cycle of violence in which nobody will be satiated.
Right, no one's getting their last lick.
No, it's not going to happen because they're licking. They're literally licking. So is this the elimination ceremony or something?
I don't think anybody gets eliminated. I think they're all forced to stay there.
You know what gets eliminated is everybody's pride. We eliminate people's pride. We keep their soulless bodies on this island forever.
I think the one that I texted you, Travis, is the next one. I don't know if we're doing Tarantino rules or if we're trying to go.
No, I want to go in order.
Okay, so
I want to go.
Yeah. No, I think I have this.
Yes, I want to go chronologically.
Yeah. Okay, so they're just talking, and
Hay imágenes de Anita para ti.
Perfecto. Okay. So what she said? Could you pause for a moment? She said this is now some kind of ceremony later in the show, and the hostess said, "Montoya, I want you to know there are images of Anita for you." And Montoya said, "Perfecto, perfecto." He's saying, "Perfect, great. I want to see him.
Debido a haberte
He said, "Because you've broken the rules." Right. Today, you will not be able to see the images of Anita.
Because you broke the rules, no cheating photos for you.
Right. No video for Cuck Boy. See, this is the moment when she goes, you can't watch your girlfriend being with somebody else. This is where Hot Dog runs onto the beach and goes,
Instead of kicking the TV, I steal it. Just put away with it.
I'm watching. He said, "Oh my God, I knew it."
Montoya, serán tus compañeros.
They will be
los que vean las imágenes.
Oh, they're going to get to watch for him.
He's saying that she's saying your bros are going to get to watch your girl hooking up with a dude, but you can't watch. But I'm sure they'll tell you about it later.
And he goes, "They will tell me, won't they?"
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Oh, they will.
Oh, yeah.
Por favor, te voy a pedir que me acompañes.
I ask you to come over here.
Okay, so this is great. So not only he's saying, well, enjoy the movie, So she's just, it's not like they're going into another room.
No.
She's just standing behind the TV, which means you'll be able to still hear the TV, and he will be able to watch all of his friends reacting to his girlfriend.
The guys they don't seem excited either. They're like, Jesus Christ, this is
going to be
why
like,
do we have to do this?
This feels like this is serial killer shit. This is Guantanamo Bay stuff. This is torture stuff that is illegal in some countries. We have to stare at our dude while we watch his girl getting plugged.
And then describe it to him.
Yeah, and then we have to tell him about it. He's going to want to know.
The Spanish are famous for this. They did conduct multiple inquisitions.
Okay, so this is the new Spanish Inquisition of 2025.
It is.
Que te coloques aquí, por favor. Pero lo escucharé, ¿no?
He says, I'll hear it, won't I?
Yeah, big fucking deal. I'm going to hear it. And by the way, I'll still kick that iPad too.
Oh, remember, you can describe the images to him.
Okay. So Montoya has to sit with his back to the monitor.
All right,
but they can all just sit there, watch, and describe it. By the way, these guys are leaned in to that iPod. One of them's literally licking his lips. Look at that blonde one. He's licking his lips. He's like, oh, we get to watch this, huh?
All right, it looks like a penis.
Chicos, hay imágenes de Anita para vosotros.
There are pictures of Anita for you guys.
Yeah, come on, Chica. And Montoya's saying he doesn't care. I think he does. I think he really does. Let's see what the pictures are.
Malísimo, súper malo, enfermo. A mí me va a dar algo aquí.
Okay.
I don't care. He's looking like...
I don't care. They're making out.
Que a mí me se va a reventar un huevo.
Oh, my God. He's saying you're going to have to loosen up because I'm about to bust an egg. I think probably bust a nut.
And also, is that a loose translation?
I think that's a loose translation.
This also isn't like it's not a live feed anymore.
No, this is a best of. This is a compilation. And at one point, I think he was saying like, "I think I'm getting sick," and she's like, "I'm gonna make out with you
okay.
anyway."
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like he's giving you disease.
Oh, do you love me?
Oh,
she says a little bit.
She's saying, "I love you a little bit too." She's saying they love each other. Shame on you. He's got his little underwears on again. They're laughing about how in love they are. Oh my God! He's saying, "I'll let you touch it."
They're not describing yet because you can
hear it.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's saying, "I'll let you touch it," and she's in bed with him while he's got bikini briefs on. Okay, they're making out hardcore in the bed. How games are played in that villa. How games are played, Montoya.
Shaking their heads.
Yeah. He's saying it doesn't even... Oh, my God.
More wrestling.
How disgusting. It's gross. He's saying that's gross, man. Wow. I mean, can we say what we saw?
Yeah, you can say.
We saw heavy-duty thrusting that time, and it was fast, and there was heavy-duty thrusting until there was no need to thrust any longer.
It was almost like I didn't finish the job last time, so...
And by the way, this is the real problem. It was different thrusting than the first thrusting that we saw.
Yeah, he's got technique.
This is not, I'm saying this is not, that is not footage from the original live feed that was the Porqué. This is a different...
It's not a rerun.
Situation. No, it's not a rerun. Yeah, big deal.
Shit.
Yeah, and he's gonna turn around. That is, he's gonna turn around and be like, "Big deal, I already saw it."
This already.
And they're gonna be like, "No, this is a different one. This is a totally different one." No,
they're shaking their heads at him like, "It wasn't good, bro."
Puedes contarle si quieres lo que has visto.
He's saying you can tell him what you saw. Okay, what we all expected. Unrepentant Anita.
Una Anita que va todo el rato detrás de él.
And Anita who's behind all the time. They're in bed. What happened.
Luego también ella le ha preguntado si la quiere.
I mean,
y ella él le ha dicho un poquito.
Asked if she loved him.
He said,
un poquito lo que así decía. Como ella diciendo yo también. Y luego le ha preguntado él, ¿y tú a mí? Y le ha dicho un poquito.
I mean, this is so. I mean, it is. I mean, it's a good breakdown, but like, I feel like they're not seeing the forest through the trees. Like they're telling him. She said that she loves him a little bit. He said, "Do you love me?" She said, "Yeah, I love you a little bit too." It's like there was fornication going on, guys. Like there was deep thrusting happening. This is the headline here. This is what I need to know. Okay.
Well, they're his bros.
You could take words back, but some actions. I mean,
they're like, yeah, they were just talking.
Yeah, they're in bed. What happened is going to happen. But what they said was,
it says, of course they're falling in love.
Of course.
Claro, es verdad, pues bueno, lo mismo es verdad, que se están enamorando y ayer, bueno, la
Big
visión
deal.
le cambió el chi, se arrepintió todo, pero ya está, no pasa nada.
¿Qué ocurre, Montoya?
What's going on? She said, how are you feeling, Montoya?
Ella ha decidido
She's decided to
cambiar,
change.
lo digo a boca llena, un Ferrari por un Twingo. De verdad, la verdad.
He's saying, I got a Ferrari, I got all this
buenas tardes,
shit.
La dignidad hay que
Dignity
recogerla.
must be
He's
collected.
got to go collect his dignity.
I get that.
How would you understand anything about that?
Huh? I got it.
He's got to go. I know what I'm worth. I have it. I know what I have in the villa.
Oh,
what's he got in the villa? Does that mean in the pants?
I know what he's got in the villa.
Nice.
We got to get to the next part. Find out what he's got in the
Yo estoy
villa.
sintiendo con esto.
Okay.
Yo no sé si ella siente de verdad, pero yo sí me estoy abriendo realmente con Gabriela
¿Te
poco a
estás
poco.
enamorando de Gabriela?
No me estoy
entonces?
enamorando de nadie.
Entonces,
He's saying I'm not falling in love, but he's done with the relationship stuff. Okay.
And he's opening up and letting himself be felt.
She was letting herself be felt too.
You bet she was. You bet she was.
Well, this is all part of that test you got to take before you get married.
Yeah, I mean, this is a complicated test, man.
Oh boy, I'm worried.
I didn't know you were going to have to show your
You got
work.
nothing to worry about.
Dejándome sentir porque me merezco ser feliz.
te estás dejando querer.
Me estoy dejando querer realmente porque merezco ser feliz y me estoy recuperando.
Montoya, por favor, gírate.
He's saying,
Please turn around.
Turn
no,
around.
no, is there more?
Chicos.
Guys, there are more images.
no.
There's more images. She said, she's like, Montoya, everything's fine, right? Everything's cool. He's like, yeah.
Cool.
She's like, I want to show you guys some more images.
And another one.
Yeah, we got another drop.
These mixtapes, they just keep coming out.
What do we got here?
La tengo como el estadio del Valencia.
Okay, this is talkie.
Okay, that's good.
Lamentable.
He's just playing. He's skipping
plucking
rocks.
grass.
He's just skipping rocks. Big deal. I don't care.
¿Te gusta el petting?
Okay.
You like petting.
Now
Mucha
what?
sangre acumulada ya ahí.
A lot of
blood is already accumulated there. He said.
You know what? The stroller already. What's the stroller?
I think it's where you put the baby's arm. I think.
Modo cohete.
Oh,
Rocket mode, baby.
De quedar fatal.
He's basically. I mean, I don't know how many ways you have to say. I want you to know something right now. I got a boner.
Oh, I see. When I start, it will go straight to the moon.
Right. He's saying,
Don't
I'm not
worry.
just gonna have a little boner. I'm gonna have a big boner, which is a very charming thing. This really is a romance language. He's saying this is a shame. Okay, they're back under the covers. They're back under the covers.
No vamos a dejarnos perder la batalla, hombres de España, de verdad. La dignidad tenemos que tener.
He's talking
Men
about
of
dignity.
Spain.
The men of
We must
Spain
have dignity.
must have dignity. He's like, don't even worry about this, bro. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. I'm
He's just
not
talking
gonna
to
freak
himself
out
now.
I know you're probably all waiting for me to freak out.
No perder la batalla, hombres de España, de verdad. La dignidad tenemos que tenerla.
Right. Oh my. Oh Jesus
That's
Christ.
the worst one so far.
This is. I mean, they're saying it's disgusting. Let me tell you what we just saw.
Oh my
We
goodness.
just saw this is a liability. Like they're gonna break a bed. I mean, he's going crazy. He's going crazy. That's furniture breaking stuff right there.
You're not gonna get your deposit.
No, this is bad. I mean,
Han partido, pero ya esto hace
Praying.
it broke. Yeah. I mean, is that the frame of the cabana shaking?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, listen.
It's impressive.
I heard. You don't have to say listen. I heard.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You said impressive.
It's impressive. You're not impressed?
Listen.
No, I am.
Okay.
I'm not from a spin.
I think she might have passed the test. I think only one of them passed the test, unfortunately.
Han partido, pero ya esto hace aprender.
That clapping, the clapping.
Durado 20 segundos.
Oh, come on.
Standing ovation.
They're trying to take shots. They're like,
Oh, that's so gross.
They're like, oh, big deal. It only lasted like 20 seconds. Let me tell you something. That was a wild ass 20 seconds.
One of the bros can't stand up.
No, absolutely not. He's like, no, let me stay seated right now.
Yeah. You got a pillow?
That was gross. I'm just gonna sit here for a while and think about it. This is disgusting.
I'm so mad I can't even stand up.
Yeah, man, this has left me a little shaky legged. I'm gonna stay seated for a little while, I think. Anyway, you guys go. You guys take off.
Perdonarlo.
He's like, all right, God, you got me on this one, right? He's praying to the sky.
All right, good news, guys.
See, if they were really his bros, here's what they would say. Nothing, man. It wasn't even.
Don't worry about it.
I don't even.
We're playing patty cake.
I mean, they honestly weren't even really getting along. It was kind of a waste of everyone's time.
They're all looking down.
Well, the one guy on the end is like, why the fuck would I wear linen pants today? It's so fucking obvious. Oh, no.
Bad decision.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Te
no.
va a sorprender. Él con su broma, ella le sigue el rollo. ¿Te gusta?
Ah, whatever. They're making jokes, talking about Tetris.
Tal y cual.
Big
Ella
deal.
le pone las manos en el paquete.
And then she puts his hands on the package. I know what the package is.
It's touched.
It's touched. The
Se lo
package is
toca, El
touched.
otro ahí dándole RQR.
Right.
Y bueno, llega un momento que empiezan a hacerlo.
And then they start doing it.
Indignante.
It's outrageous.
Good play-by-play.
It's outrageous. Yeah, I mean, I think he's leaving out a couple details. They literally shake the foundation of the cabana. How is that not breaking a rule? By the way, the cabana's gonna fall down.
They break the villa.
Yeah, de broca villa. Y así. Wait, there's more?
Yes, this is the one that you missed.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I don't know if we have time.
I mean, what the fuck? I hope people are interested in this because we're giving it some time. Let's see.
Hang on 1 second.
This is the latest one.
I mean, this has been a saga. 866-969-1969 is our phone number. 866-969-1969. Steve in Florida.
Hey, Corporate Sammy and the boys. How you doing?
Good.
I think these people have to worry about Mr. Montoya. His family has a historical history of seeking vengeance.
Yeah.
One of his relatives famously killed the man who killed his father.
You talking about Inigo?
Yes, his relative from way back.
Yeah. I am Inigo Montoya. You had sex with my girlfriend. Now I must kill you.
Hey, quick question. Sam, are you going to start saying Sirius 103?
I mean, you had it with the corporate. Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah,
we're all having a good time. We're all having a good time. You got greedy.
Just break. I did, perhaps. Just breaking your balls.
I appreciate it, Steve. I appreciate it. Thank you, Steve.
Steve, por favor.
Por favor, Steve. Yeah, I need to have dignity. Men of America must have their dignity.
No one speaks like that here.
Well, that's not really how they're speaking. You know it's not like that's a literal translation.
Los hombres de España tienen que tener dignidad. That's what he said.
Kind of. I mean, Spanish is also your second language.
Yeah.
It's your other second language. All right, should we...
Yeah, no, I don't have this translated.
That's all right.
I can help out.
No, you can't.
So, yeah, Sam, you're going to have to do some extra work here.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy. She's got... Okay. Now, Montoya... This, by the way, is the language of love. Anyone can translate that.
Is that Anita?
Anita,
Yes.
for some reason, had like a black eye. I hope that's makeup.
It's her makeup.
Smudge. Okay. Because she's crying.
Right.
And they're saying, Madre mía.
Con la sábana encima,
Right.
pero de momento nada.
They're saying
really good
nothing's
play-
happening right now. Nothing's happening.
Ya está. Están follando.
Okay, so this is... Can you pause for a second?
Of course.
So this is... It's the same scenario. Anita is having her back turned while the girls are watching Montoya have sex with a woman.
Because she broke the rules. She
Right,
can't watch.
so this is what happens when you break the rules on Spanish Temptation Island. Your friends get to watch your significant other have sex with somebody,
Yes.
and then they describe it to you.
And these girls aren't waiting until the video is over to relay what's happening. They're doing
a play-by-play as we go.
Right.
That's right.
Sí, están follando, vayan riéndose.
Oh, she got a lip sneer, too.
Tiene la sábana por encima, ¿no?
No sé.
Saying there,
sheets on top.
She's getting the sheets on top.
También pueden estar follando.
Maybe they're not. They're trying to come up with plausible deniability. Yeah. Okay, could just be grinding,
No,
you know?
oigo. Se tapan con la sábana y ellas están...
The blonde.
decir después, por favor.
Okay. He's giggling a little. And then the host.
She's a lot more
The
supportive.
host is comforting Anita. That's good.
I'm sorry you have to go through this.
I can't believe this. They're doing this to you, Anita. That son of a bitch.
Con la sábana,
Hombre, parece que están follando.
Ahora sí está.
They got confirmation.
Yeah.
Yes, they're
Confirmation. Could you skip forward in this a little bit because I don't want to do
Right. Yeah.
all these minutes of it.
Que no me conté.
Okay. Let's see here. The fornication is.
Oh, now they're gonna watch more.
They gotta watch. This is the more part. This is what we need. Anita is taking deep breaths. I mean, bro, Anita, we saw what you did. Let's not play the victim here.
Nope.
Okay, like a lap dance.
This is another lap dance. He loves lap dances. This is the blonde I believe he was in bed with. Okay, she's licking his body.
Anita.
Don't look.
Don't look, Anita. We're gonna make him have sex with somebody else and make them watch again.
Now she's breaking down.
Yeah.
Le ha pasado la lengua por
I mean,
todos lados.
they're tongue kissing. Anita, after what you did, you're mad at tongue kissing. Okay, now they're
I heard
grinding.
sucking titties in there.
Sucking titties a little bit. I think because the stripper licked his nipples.
Oh, now he's in the hot tub.
Now he's in the hot tub with the same lady.
Oh, this is like a best of.
Super cut again.
Yeah, this is a super cut.
They love the supercuts on Temptation Island.
No lo escucho.
Spain.
Temptation Island, Spain. Okay. Let's skip forward a little bit. Let's.
Oh boy.
Okay, now we're stripping the bikinis off. I mean, Anita, you were also nude, by the way. Okay, she's crying at the stripping of the bikini.
Chicas, hay más.
There's more.
Oh, there's
a
more?
third round.
That's shocking. I can't believe it. I can't believe there's a third round. She can't believe it.
Tranquilo.
Tranquila, amor.
She broke her cabana.
She's saying, relax, my love, relax. Chill out. Okay, now they're in bed. Now I had no idea this is where the third round would be.
You thought it was going to be progressively better?
I thought it was going to get better. Okay, they're making out.
Me pones nerviosa, dice ella.
Oh, she's biting her
holding
finger.
on.
She's pissed.
Full Colin Quinn.
Okay. Okay, she's saying now she's on top of him. Encima.
See,
¿En qué momento llora? Ninguno.
I like the men. They just watched it and then they gave a recap.
Yeah,
Right.
Because
And
they were able to edit themselves and just like give you the details.
Yeah. And I believe she's asking, is he crying or anything like that? They're like, no. No, he's not crying.
The women are like straight up play by play.
Yeah, they're like, oh, she's on top of him.
Yep.
Ninguno, él está muy feliz, parece.
He looks very
Okay,
happy.
Yeah. Yeah, no tears. He's very happy about this.
Oh boy.
Hala, ya está.
Okay, just that.
Sí, están follando.
You know what? Just that means like, okay, there it is. Like, okay, now I would imagine that means now they're having sex.
Qué asco. Buah, tú, esto es muy duro. No se arrepiente.
She wants him to repent, but he's not repentant.
Madre mía.
And she's saying like, oh, he was crying before. Now he's having sex with this woman.
Le ha dicho
And one of the girls is like, no, they're very happy.
Yeah, they're feliz. They're muy feliz.
And I believe that is the latest in this whole saga.
Oh.
But you gotta guess there's probably gonna be some more drops.
Oh, we're waiting. We're waiting for the next Montoya drop.
Right.
I mean, it's just a show about watching a couple and they watch the other ones have sex with other people.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. It may, as popular as this has gotten globally, it's probably going to change the way we do reality TV here in the States. We may be on the cusp of another golden age.
Yeah, these shows are gonna have to start whatever the equivalent of juicing is.
Yeah,
just to compete.
This is the home run derby. We're in Maguire Sosa era. I mean, these are dingers getting hit. It's back. Everybody thought, like, I don't know, after the reality show strike, it's over. Nobody's ever going to watch again. And boom, they figured out. What if we actually just make them watch their significant others having sex with other people? Yeah, okay, all right.
You don't have to pay the dom.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a weird thing to say. Oh, you know what? Let's cleanse. Let's take a break. Let's try to get this room back into shape, and we'll be right back. Stay there.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We are back with Sam Roberts Show.
No, it's less than that. You see him and LeBron working together? Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, they're going to be really good. I mean, they are good.
I thought they weren't good yet.
I didn't say he wasn't good yet.
That you said. You said he's rusty.
He is rusty.
Rusty trombone.
It's half the reason he played 23 minutes.
You like that one?
That was funny.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah, they're excited. LA's excited.
They should be.
They're excited about all the possibilities. Dallas still not recovered. Dallas still not feeling
No, especially because they lost Anthony Davis to injury in his first game.
Well,
he's out for a couple weeks now.
That's too bad.
They're going to get the whole Anthony Davis experience.
I love it. It's not dissimilar to what the Jets went through with Aaron Rodgers. You know, I mean, it was a whole season for Aaron Rodgers, but who would have thought after all that hoopla, it appears that the Aaron Rodgers experiment is going to be a one-season deal. The day of the Super Bowl, who was it? Jay Glazer that dropped the info? Dropped the scoop? He's a scoops guy.
I think it was Aaron.
Oh, 100%. He was like, oh, what's everybody talking about the teams that are in the Super Bowl? I'd like them to talk about me. And so the news broke that the word on the street is that Aaron Rodgers was flown to New Jersey, which sucks because it's not even like he went to New York. It means he probably did they fly? He must have been flown into Newark if he's going to the Meadowlands,
assume so,
right?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Hey.
Newark's a great airport. What are you talking about?
I mean, have you seen what they've done to LaGuardia? It's gorgeous.
LaGuardia is actually
it's gorgeous.
Really nice.
But so he gets flown all the way into Newark.
You don't have to say it like that.
All the way into dumb Newark.
Terminal A is nice now.
Okay. Yeah, for Jersey.
Oh.
Then he gets driven to the Meadowlands.
It's better than the Westchester Airport.
No, it's not. Westchester Airport's incredible.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wish I lived in Westchester because
of course you do. End of statement.
Flights. I'm starting to look at flights,
bro,
for a trip we're gonna take. Where's this Westchester Airport? It's so cheap.
And you just roll in. There's a parking lot right there.
I might have to stay with you the night before.
You stay outside.
Okay. That seems.
There's a parking lot right there. You just roll in. It's a small airport. Like
there's nothing better than a small airport.
I mean, it's literally there's a security line, and then you're in the gate. It's nothing.
You ever fly out of that? What is it, the Bob Hope Airport?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the greatest airport ever.
I'm telling you, except for Westchester.
Well, yeah.
But so they fly him in. He doesn't even get to fly into Westchester Airport.
He flies into Newark. That's standard.
Stupid Newark. But imagine getting flown all the way into Newark and having to drive to the Meadowlands.
He didn't have to drive.
He was okay. Well, whatever. Have to be driven to the Meadowlands
or take an Uber.
Right. You can grab an Uber. We'll reimburse it. He landed and they just hooked up his Uber account with a free $20 ride. This will only take me one way. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
They were like, just use one of those 50% off $5 things.
Yeah. Yeah, in a classic, this could have been a phone call. They brought him to Jersey to tell him his services were no longer required. So I guess that's the rumor, that Aaron Rodgers will no longer be with the...
Well, it's been a few days. I don't hear anybody disputing it.
New York Jets. Yeah, the Jets organization has not jumped up and said, whoa. There's a lot of rumors going around here. They're like, oh, heard any good news lately? So I don't know, but do we know, are they getting another quarterback, or are they bringing
they'll have
out?
to, yeah.
Yeah.
They will need a quarterback.
I mean...
Although some teams try to get by without one.
I mean, do they really need one? They really haven't done much.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, I know what they're not going to do. Play Aaron Rodgers or win a Super Bowl. Yeah. They're not going to play Aaron Rodgers, and they're going to lose. So those are the two things. But Aaron Rodgers isn't talking about retirement.
No, I think he's ready to play another year.
Yeah, the fact that he leaked this story, I think, would lend you to believe that he wants...
Interest.
He wants this to be a thing. I think he's going to play next year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Which is, I mean, odd, because like I'm all for people who are great just continuing until they're not great anymore. Like, I think that that's fine. I don't think the idea of, leave them wanting more, retire in your prime, dumb. Like, keep going.
Yeah, but also retire when it's obviously time to retire.
That's it. Keep going until the wheels fall off. Then when the wheels fall off, like, the wheels have fallen off, right? So sometimes you keep going until the wheels fall off, and then you're like, I think we can still push the car.
I think you're just grinding pavement.
Without wheels on it. Yeah, but the sparks look cool. Let's keep going. So, yeah, I would have thought that this season for Aaron Rodgers was like, okay, I think we're done. But apparently he's not done. So he'll go. He'll do a darkness retreat. He'll do some ayahuasca. We'll do a documentary about him, and he'll come back and he'll play another season. Is there any team that's a favorite for Aaron Rodgers to go to right now?
Mike? I don't know.
Or any team that you can even imagine that would be like, oh, yeah, that might be a fit?
The Giants.
Oof.
Anyone who needs a bridge quarterback, basically.
Right. They've got somebody who's young, who needs like.
And then with him, you got to take like the personality into account because he's going to have to be able to work with the staff.
Well, he's known for being good with coaches.
Titans
Easy guy to deal with.
Yeah.
The Titans, Browns, Giants, and Raiders are all near the top of the draft and have absences at the quarterback position. So yeah, Mike could be right. Yeah, just like a bridge, a 1-year guy, kind of get your new guy his feet wet.
Yeah. But I mean, it would have to be an understanding. You are here to get the new guy ready.
Yeah, and he knows that.
Yeah, but
and he's like, yeah, but also, how about we make some decisions?
Yeah, because he go like, because that's what would happen. He just strikes me as this is how he operates. Like, yes, I agree to that. I'm here to get the new guy ready. And then once it starts going, it's like, you know what? Maybe I got a couple more seasons under my belt, and they're like, "Oh shit,
I think I can do this again."
Oh no, yeah. Midway through the season, we're gonna start letting the young guy get some reps in. Okay, I think that's a bad idea. I'm gonna try to get you fired.
Listen, Coach, I've been around a while. I know when they're ready.
Not ready yet. Yeah. I better stick around for a couple more years. We'll see how it all works out. We're gonna get out of here for the day. Thank you for hanging and banging. We'll be back tomorrow. ¿Por qué? Because it's the end of the show. Have a good one, everybody.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
Citations fun. You get to work.
Yeah,
that's
they
amazing.
keep your feet dry, but they're sneakers, so you're not walking around in snow boots like an asshole.
Right. Well, that's because, and I've often worried about that. I go, well, I guess I have to find a pair of sneakers because I'm particular about my sneakers. I have to find a pair of sneakers that I don't mind getting dirty because I'm gonna wear them through the snow. Because the last thing I want to look like is an asshole in snow boots. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing, because you never really know how badly you need snow boots until you're out of the house. But the idea of, especially spending my youth in Syracuse, the idea of going out in 2 inches of snow, wearing like snow boots that are ready to climb Everest, it's so annoying. You look ridiculous.
Yeah, 8-inch drifts, then you need a snow boot.
Yeah.
But something like today, a light dusting.
No.
Some waterproof sneakers and you're good to go.
Yeah, it does the trick. And they look stylish, I'm assuming?
They're like a trail style.
Okay.
So if we were working in the Pacific Northwest, they'd look a little bit more appropriate.
I see.
They work.
And they're waterproof.
And my feet are under the console.
And you don't feel like a fool in silly snow boots.
Stomping around like a clod.
I can't. To me, walking around in snow boots unnecessarily is like wearing a scarf when it's not. First of all, wearing a scarf in general to me feels way overkill, way too much. I feel like
your neck warm. What are you talking about?
I mean, how badly do you have to keep your neck warm? Put a hood up.
What if you need to protect your vocal cords for a big Broadway performance?
Well, if you're a Broadway star, if you're a star of Broadway, then sure.
What if you just like to be warm?
You wear a scarf?
Yeah, when it's
that checks
appropriate.
out. That checks
when
out.
Appropriate.
You strike me as the type that would wear a scarf.
Everybody wears a scarf.
Who is a girl?
Troy,
I wear scarves, yeah.
Yeah, right? Danielle,
because she's
I'm
she's
not
a girl.
I'm not a fool. I spent so much of my teen years, you know what I mean? Like not wanting to wear gloves, not wanting to do that.
That's
because
cool.
I wanted to be cool, but then I was freezing. So now I'm like, you know what? I'll make it stylish.
That's my daughter. No coat.
Yeah, no.
No coat, ever.
She probably looks awesome.
She's like, I'm fine. I'm going to school. It's warm in there.
I saw Rob O'Neill, who killed Bin Laden.
Yeah.
He was walking around New York City in a T-shirt yesterday.
Okay, but Roland walks around in shorts. Like,
okay, well, Roland's
there's two sides to every coin.
The same man.
Roland's a special case.
Troy, scarf?
No, I have testicles.
Thank you, Troy. You understand what I'm saying?
Are lower. The scarf is up here.
I mean, when I see...
They have nothing to do with each other.
When I see a grown-ass man walking around in a scarf and snow boots, I'm like, okay, what are you living in an igloo?
Oh, cool.
You really got to trek through the whole snow.
I'll let Timothy Chalamet know what you think.
Well, he wears... That's a style thing.
Yeah, it's different if it's a style thing as opposed to like...
All right, I'm doing it for style.
You're not doing it for style. Is that why you wear those Kendrick jeans? Is that why you took out your flares? Yeah, no, I could never. I
feel like I'm really on the wrong side of history with a lot of things in here lately.
You didn't know, and that's not your fault.
Guy,
yeah.
Scarves.
Well, it's not that you're
blowing bubbles.
Oh, I forgot about the gum
Let's
thing.
not even go down that lane.
Isn't it amazing how quickly we figured out that Travis is a wiener? Like, that's all wiener stuff.
I'm not a wiener.
Like going like, oh, I love insurance companies, and I love.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you did. You said I love insurance companies. I love to wear scarves, and I can't blow a bubble with. It's like
or ride a bike.
And you
I
can't
can
ride
a bike. I don't know where that came from. I can ride a bike. I'll ride a bike right now.
Incorrect, because I polled the audience and I got many replies. And they all said, by the way, I listened. There's no way Travis can ride a bike. I had people coming up to me IRL.
I don't think that.
In person. And they went, by the way, there's no way that dude can ride a bike. I said, I know. I know that. He's not fooling anyone. Plus, his scarf would get caught up in the spokes of the wheels. You know what I mean?
It's not that long.
Oh, I like when my scarf travels behind me, like you're in that British book, The Snowman, hoping your snowman doesn't melt away.
I love a good scarf.
Of course you do.
It's not surprising.
That checks out 100%.
It keeps me warm. I'm on a boat.
If you said
you're not outside on the boat,
I know. It's like he's
like out on the Titanic.
He thinks he's at the front. He thinks he's Jack. He thinks he's Jack. But you know what? Jack would never wear a scarf because he was a real man in steerage.
He couldn't afford a scarf.
Exactly. He was in steerage. You're like Billy Zane. Billy Zane would wear a scarf.
And Billy Zane is a cool motherfucker.
Yeah, with his eyeliner.
With his eyeliner and his wig.
Yeah. You don't think Billy Zane's cool?
No.
Come on.
The Phantom.
Now you're just telling lies.
The Phantom is the worst of all superheroes. No, Billy Zane's not cool. I mean, now he's kind of cool. But then, no. No, first class Billy Zane. No, you know how Billy Zane's not cool? He got his chick completely taken away from him by a poor dude. It's like, hey, would you want to hang out in first class in the Titanic? No, I'd rather have sex with this poor kid in this parked car downstairs.
Love knows no class.
No, it's no bounds.
Well, the annals of adult films are filled with scenes featuring, bored rich housewives being serviced by plumbers, TV repairmen, all sorts of blue collar types.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no, you're right.
All those documentaries that Mike watched.
That's right. That's how love finds a way.
Oh, the pizza delivery industry was booming.
It really was. It really was. Yeah, no. I would never.
Just kidding. I don't wear scarf.
Okay, good. I was worried for a second.
Actually, my snow boots are in the bathroom right now.
The bathroom?
Of this place?
Because I literally, funny you guys say that, like, my sister went to Syracuse, and so my mom forced her to buy boots like that, and my mom literally left me a letter this morning that said, please don't wear your Converse. Please wear these boots.
Aww.
And I had a feeling, I was like, if I walk into the studio with these boots on,
no.
So I changed it, and they're actually in the bathroom.
So wait, you left them in the...
I did. They're in a bag, and I'm hoping that they don't get stolen or just taken away, but...
You're going to have to be very slick about it, because I'll tell you the way this company works. Somebody's going to walk in the bathroom and one asshole wore boots. It's like 2 inches of snow. That's so lame.
Just put them in the office. We have a whole office.
No. Because
you put him here.
Because we'd know.
Well, that's what I mean. I wasn't going to reveal it, but this was the first conversation, and I was like, I can't keep this to myself.
We'd know, and I'd walk in and I'd go, whose boots are those?
I like how Danielle's like, I wasn't going to reveal that I wear snow boots. However, the first thing I'm ever going to say on the air.
That's right. Well, this is an environment of truth telling.
I can't help it.
I would be kind of concerned. I mean, Facilities has been known to just throw things away.
Yeah, you might want to go get your boots.
Yeah, like in all honesty, you might want to go
right now.
They probably will.
It's good that I said it. Everything happens for a reason. We're talking about this for a reason.
They clean those bathrooms all the time.
They do. Yeah, one time they threw out coffee that was still full and clearly new. Yeah.
And the cleaning lady's your size, so she might be like, ooh, new boots.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Why are you saying that the cleaning ladies are not trustable?
I don't think that. I think that's a fair thing. If I saw a nice pair of snow boots in my size in the bathroom,
and you needed them,
and I go, it's snowing outside. These are mine now.
Yeah,
100% mine.
Finders keepers.
It's a public bathroom.
Anything goes.
Anything goes. If you leave it in the bathroom,
it's for anybody.
If it's your size. I mean, I'm not going to take boots that aren't my size. I'm not a maniac, but if I saw a couple of 10.5s in there, yeah.
You're like, oh, these are dope.
I'll take these. I mean, can you imagine if I walked in and saw sneakers in there and somebody was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to leave these in the bathroom.
Well, that's so weird.
They're not going to be here when you get back. These are mine now.
I would never just leave something in the bathroom.
No, I wouldn't either.
That's a really weird decision to make.
I couldn't tell if she did that by mistake, like she forgot them,
I forgot my shoes.
This is where I'm storing.
We have an office.
I wonder if she was like, she took them off while she was taking a dump and just put them aside.
Maybe, and then she was so focused on the dump.
And then
Do you think she left him in a stall?
Well, yeah, I would think so. That's how I took it.
Or like under the sink?
That under the sink is weird.
Under the sink,
Real
there's
weird.
cockroaches.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a foul smell to them, and she didn't want to bring them into the studio.
We have an office.
So she left him in the shitter. That way she could blame the smell on something
Plausible
else.
deniability.
Yeah, like I don't know
a
why.
whole office. That's what I don't understand.
That's true. And now when she brings the boots in, she's like, "Oh, that smell must have got on them in the bathroom."
Yeah, that's a strange place to leave them or take them off.
But
I mean, anything.
I mean, like, why wouldn't you at least come into the studio and sit down?
well, because you guys have a wiki feet vibe about you. She's
No,
not. You don't understand.
Maybe Troy, but not
Mike.
Not
I'm not a
Mike.
foot-
No,
Mike-
Mike's not a foot guy.
He just brought up porn.
He
He was like, by the way,
He was just defending my position.
Yeah, no, I was just explaining how the world works.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't make me a foot guy.
Oh, sorry, I misinterpreted that. No, if you don't understand the plight of women in modern society, women can't take out their feet anymore in public because guys are too weird for it.
That's fine.
You know that's true.
But I'm sure she had socks on.
You could change your shoes
Even
in
that.
the bathroom.
No, guys don't have socks fetish.
Yes, they do.
Sock
do?
fetish?
Yes, they do.
Is that why you wear all those different socks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe someone will notice.
Yeah. No, they do. You can't. If you're a woman, you can't take off your shoes in public.
I mean, I
anymore.
understand the bare feet because guys go crazy.
WikiFeet ends up with sock photo. If all you can get is sock photos, it's enough because you can see the shape.
How
You
do
didn't
know
even
so
think
much?
about that.
Hey, how does he know so much?
I try to stay abreast of everything. You know that.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, I try to just kind of be.
I know.
You let him off way too.
No, that's true. That is true.
Because Sam's like if I have a question about something, I just go to him and he knows.
I do, right?
You do.
Thank you. Because I try to stay abreast of what's going on in the world, not just in my own community, but in all communities.
And the youth.